out, race fans? How's it? We got FRB coming to you live from the 805. We got Front Row Esports in their round of 12. We in playoffs, everybody. Super stoked, man. This season is coming to a close, but not with all kinds of racing and, of course, strategies and, of course, dramas to be unfolded to get to that very, very end. But here we are, round of 12 here. The very start of it here. We're already starting to eliminate drivers. Pressure's really starting to build, and they're starting to build there in the garage as well. So thank you, everyone, for showing up this evening. I'm Chris Paul Hamus, and, of course, you got Front Row Esports in their quest for the 2025 Cup here at New Hampshire. And all this brought to you by Moser Racing, Truck Racer, W Energy Drink, Raptor Race Graphics, Outlier Speed Company, and, of course, the Stars, brought to you by Starlink. Can't go wrong with that good picture out there. But thanks again, everyone, for stopping in and tuning in for tonight's race. We got our doozy, of course, like normal. Right, stage racing ahead of us here. Flat track, aggressive all kinds, man. It's going to be great right here. Look for that wicked snap to that outside fence, and who knows, maybe the inside. We'll see. Lots to be had here at New Hampshire. So let's go ahead and jump on over to the nuts and bolts of tonight's race here and look over tonight's track and see what's up against us this evening. All right, bringing us into New Hampshire Motor Speedway. All right, location 1122 North New Hampshire route 106 Loudon, New Hampshire. Open June 17th, 1965. This 1.05, the magic mile. Just call it that right there for what it is. All right, asphalt oval, no degrees. This is going to be all in the driver and the car with the grip. We're looking at turn 1's 2 and 7 degrees. You see that thing all the way around. 1 degree on your back stretch. So not quite the pancake track strip style thing right there. We got enough degree for some water shut off. That's about it. All right. But man, so literally limited lateral grip here in tonight's race due to banking. And so it's going to be really on those setups tonight. Patience with that throttle. You name it. And let's see how patient are these guys going to have to be in tonight's race. As we're going to roll over to tonight's stages. Of course, this one's brought to you by Moser Racing. We've got 225 laps in tonight's race. Stage 1, lap 45. Stage 2, lap 100. Stage 3, 125 laps. So it's going to be a quick one, I think. So, you know, we're going to got ourselves our field here. Nothing grand or great, but I mean, we got ourselves some cars to be fighting. So let's see what the format is for these boys, what they're bringing out of the haulers this evening. We got open setup, so it is, of course, run what you brung league, like always and always. We got one backup car in the haulers, 4 sets of tires, fuel allocated to 75%. You're looking at a pit window of 60 to 65 laps confirmed. Yes, for once, we got it confirmed this evening, which is going to be treacherous when it comes to the remaining for that last run. 125 laps. There's going to be some fuel strategies in stage 1. Stage, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see those cautions land, and you know what if the luck of the draw is gonna shine for what driver this evening when it comes to that matter. And again, hopefully limited on cautions this evening, but we will see. Okay, let's look over our points for as we stand. All right, so we got of course round of 12 kicking off this evening here, as we got Dylan Banks leading the way. You'll see the starts, of course. Then, of course, behind the next, you got Chris Carroll, 95 points behind the next, 17 out for third place. So I want to see who's going to be grouped tight for that last cutoff. It's going to be that 8, and then we're dropping into the 4. So the round of 8, that's super critical. We got Hunter Lagunas. I believe he's out. I believe he quit. So that's going to open up some different spots there for some lucky draws. The Carl Lindströms, the Hunter Bogdans, Tom Friedis, all those guys got some more of a luck of a draw to get into that final 8. But what's really going to break it down is who's going to be in that top 4, right? Who's going to be there? And I don't know. I think it's going to be a pretty. Johnson has a limited schedule, but I want to say he's going to be there. But again, he has a limited schedule and kind of run what he has, right? But I don't know. So I mean, right now I'm looking definitely Carroll. Wellman, he's been struggling lately. So let's see if he can get his program back to par. And that way, especially at the end of the season where it really needs to be. So let's look at last year's season and the ending of last year's race. I'll be back here. We'll discuss that. We'll be heading over into Q.
All right, we'll see if there's any snow plows out there right now as we have 3 laps left remaining, and who's going to throw it in there? Dylan Banks off to himself a great start there with Mike Hayes in the 24. Under attack by the 20 of Tyler Honeycutt. Honeycutt, side-by-side action here. Oh, my goodness. Block move. Carl Lindstrom down to the bottom. Underneath the 28 of Ryan Zimmerman. Zimmerman working the outside high line. Super high line. Going to have himself fat run coming down front stretch. Oh, man. We got still a fight going on for the 48 and the 24. These guys are going for the Gustos. 2 laps left remaining in tonight's race, folks. The 48 under tremendous pressure by the 24 and the 20. Can he hold them off? Here we go, folks, coming out to the white flag. Looking for the white flag, the 48 leading the way, 24, Mike Hayes right there along with Tyler Honeycutt. Can they get there? I do not think so. Dylan Banks is trying to take her to the bank. Got winner of stage 1. Had a good solid program for stage 2. Set himself up, looking for the position for the win. Here comes a 24. One last step, and a 24 is going to go sideways. He's going to hold on to it. 48's going to come across the line. 20, the 86, Brian Zimmerman, Carl Lindstrom. Oh, man. And we got cars sideways. Oh. Dylan Banks, though, your race winner.
All right, welcome back, everyone. So that was last year's race finish, of course, but we actually ended up having like 14 cautions, lots to tear them up in that race last year. So, and then of course we had a late race caution in the end of stage 3 there to really put on that crazy ending and one heck of a show. But again, we don't know exactly what we're up against today. We have a little bit higher count of cars, I believe, last year, and this year we're still looking okay. I believe we got almost 20 cars lined up for this evening's race. That should give us plenty of go get them out there on track. But yeah, I'm super stoked. This is going to be a again, another dynamic track, very difficult to run here. It does scare off a lot of drivers due to the fact of that matter. It's a weird rotation through your center. And your entries in, I mean, it's like, because you really can't spot, I don't think, more or less, your center, and you just kind of have to play with it to bring it back around. You'll see, it's very, very unique in its treachery as well, especially coming off from turn 4 and turn 2, which we'll be keeping especially turn 2. I think turn 2 has been a little bit more wicked on the boys this evening than per se turn 4. But I'm hoping everyone gets all that stuff squared out and ready to rock, because, man, we got ourselves a heck of a race. Just about ready to get ahead here, as I'm looking to see if we are in queue, and does not look so. So again, we are still on hold now, or I believe they are. On double checking my efforts here, as yep, just getting squared away here. All right, so it does look like I believe we are getting ready to go into queue. So we're gonna have the drop of the green flag here coming up. But again, we want to thank you one more time for tuning in. Hit that like and subscribe while we got the chance. We got the moment, because once we drop that green flag, it's home! All right? So we're going to have dude, you got to get in it. Get in this one, dude, because it's going to be hot, fast, and very slick in this evening's race. So I am still waiting for us to go. Looks like we are getting close. So I'm going to drop us over to tonight's national anthem. Before we go there, of course, give a huge shout out to all of our frontline defenders, all of our U.S. military. And of course, the good old US of A. All right, there's been some really messed up, bad things happen lately, and I'm just, we got to stick together as the good old US of A does. All right, come on, let's do this. Let's be patriotic and get this boat righted and back up to shape here. And again, we're heading the right direction. But anyways, huge shout out to all of our military, again, all of our frontline defenders, the EMTs, the firefighters out there, the police, you name it, right? All those guys out there risking life, and of course utility guys too. We always forget about the utilities. I mean, dude, you got to deal with California traffic about you, all right? So Woo! But anyway, so stay tuned. We're going to drop in a national anthem. Be back here for the drop of the green flag up next.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
How's it, race fans? You got Chris Paul Ames at FRB in the house, in the booth here, lunatic in the booth, at least more or less. And here we go for the drop of the green flag for tonight's stage one. But let's get to our starting lineup in the beginning here. Get my stuff squared away, and here we are. Garrett Wiles, the 926, going to take that pole this evening. Dylan Banks going to trail to the outside second position here in that ever so strong 48. The 18 to Chris Carroll on fire again, once again in that third position, starting up front. Chris Mackey, he's going to try a little something different in this evening's race here on some Saturday BGs and start up in this top five. Same thing with Cody Gibson in that 7 car, as he's in that top 5 position. 22 of Tyler Honeycutt right outside that top 5, but he's right there in barking distance, and I'm sure he got his bark's just as good as his bite. We're looking at Owen Lax here. Welcome on into Front Row Esports. 7th position starting respectively. Keep an eye on the 25. The 86 of Hunter Bogdan in that 8th position, and 42 Kyle Wellman 9th. Round out your top 10 is going to be Mr. Tanner Marr in the 4 car. Keith Pittman, 2 deaths in the 11th position. Raymond Hardina is going to be looking at that 12th spot. Larry Bird is going to be 13th in that 43 car. For 14th position will be, Stephen Johnson. Then Tom Freitas. We got Steve Johnson here in the 1 car. Johnson Aviation going to start, or from Flight Services, not bad. Going to start from the rear of the field, but make his way up gingerly. Let's see. We got Tom Freitas in. There he is in 32. Getting ready to fire this thing off. Trevor Miller in the 8 car, and then rounding out our field is going to be Matt Metler as we get ready to take the green here at the Magic Mile here of New Hampshire. Boys are rounding down and ready to rock as we're going to get this stuff out the way and get into our program. Beautiful. Okay, race fans, let's go get some. Garrett Wiles leading us off as we get ready to take that green flag. Green be gone. Oh, come here. All right, here we go. Looks like 48's going to get himself off to a heck of a launch here, as I believe. I'm messing my cameras up already. The 926 is going to try to trail right behind him, along with Chris Carroll. He's going to jump down to the bottom here. Mackey rotating out to the outside. And Cody Gibson, everyone's going to single file this out with a single lap here. Not a lot to be gained or lost. Everyone's just going to get into file and start picking them off one at a time here. As you see him looping around up at their race lead, is going to be the 48 of Dylan Banks jumping out in there and trying to take control over the race pace right off the start. We do have some possible battling ensue, and that's going to be with the 7 car and then Tyler Honeycutt in the 22. See if we see something gaining there, but Owen Lax in the 25. Keeping our eyes on this guy as he's trying to barrel down all of the 86 of Hunter Bogdan. You see some different lines already starting to form here. That Midland line is going to be super popular to a good rotate out, and that's what I'm trying to do, is rotate out with some speed, keep that the momentum up, and of course we're going to try to keep the pressure on the leader, which is exactly what Garrett Wiles is looking to do. As he's sitting right there on the bumper, getting a downshift there. As you see the 18 car, Chris Carroll, along with Mackie Gibson, those guys are just trailing behind a few car lengths. So we're going to see, who's going to have that short run speed, who's going to have that long run speed. That's what's going to be generating in tonight's race here. Is going to be these hopefully long green flag runs. So these guys get a chance to figure it out. So right on board with Tyler Honeycutt in the 22. Going to rip that middle right now and try to just maintain pace. See what his car needs for that stage 2. Uh-oh, we got problems, big problems. Chris Mackey sideways and dropping. I can't try to get my hands on it. There he is. Man, so Mackey had himself some kind of issues there as he is slowed up and woed up. Oh, Hardina went off track as well. So let's see if I can try to find out right here. Okay, so the 9 car, we're going to try to keep our eyes on that 9 car as he just steps out right there. Evil Wicked 2, there it is. First guy tonight. And we got Raymond Hardina. I believe that he may have had similar fates here as he's, all kinds sideways. Back that up. We missed it here as he's just coming out of pit road here. So some kind of misstart or miscue for him. He's going to be fighting himself a battle right in the beginning. But in good perspective here, he has plenty of time to get caught back up as we are just starting this race. 225 laps in tonight's race, and we do have our stage 1 done at lap 45. You'll see up there at the top right-hander of your screen in that red. Give you an idea, or keep this up to date on lap versus where we at and what we're looking for. So right now, we're looking for Garrett Wiles and Chris Carroll to gain in a little more on the race leader. But we do have Cody Gibson, Tyler Honeycutt, all these guys lined up. It's good single file action here. We're going to take a ride on board with Mr. Tanner Marr. Tanner Marr, now we're going to listen to how you got to be patient on exit, through the center. I mean, get your shift on right here. Get your good downshift right here. Let this joker roll down. Woo. So good rotation by the 4 car on his exit out of 2. Stable, not pushing, not going to burn up that right front. Going to push a little high here, but that's good. He's going to bring it back again. It's going to give him a good straighter exit on out of 4. So he's running himself a good race. He's going to have to pick him off one at a time. Take a gander. Ooh, we got some battle happening up here. 18 and going past Mr. Garrett Wiles in a 9.26. Garrett Wiles, did he get a little sketch dog here? We'll back it up and find out. So we're looking at the battle for the 18 of Carroll around the outside-ish of, gets to his, takes some air off. 9.26 and Garrett gets a little loose off, backs it up, feathers it, loses his momentum, but continues forward. That's going to single file. We're getting still single filed out. Hunter Lax is kind of he's going to be in a heap of trouble here in a minute once this one car gets up there and starts picking him off. So one car here rotating a good center line, getting down to the bottom, trying to get his exit on out. Power, 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 he said, let's go! So different, you see here, you listen to that different gear patterns, it doesn't sound like the one car was shifting, or at least not at that moment. So again, different setups, different ways to play the track, and it's and what she has to offer. Here comes Carroll now. He's charging in on the race leader, dropping on board. Here's Carroll. Oh, got a feather a little bit coming out of 2. But he is definitely reeling in the leader. Carroll in the 18. Oh, that's not right. So it looks like he was starting to gain there, but again, once he gets right to the bumper, gets you up close, that air starts taking off that front end grip here, that downforce to that front splitter. Got a good drive. We got a yellow flag out, and it does look like Hunter Bogdan in the 86 may be a little toaster with the moster here. Let's find out. All right, so he's being ganged up on here. So there's lots of pressure. He puts the hammer down. He steps it sideways, locks it down. Oh goodness! Woo! That one was close. Who was that? Who was that, masked man? He flew by too quick. Sideways there, slowing it down. As we're gonna look at possible, not Pittman. I don't think was him. No, it wasn't him. Someone before him. But either or, we do have a caution out for Hunter Bogdan. We'll watch it one more time here as this guy was under pressure. Dun 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 dun. Look at all that right there. That's hunting behind him. Here comes the 4 car. Dun, 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 dun. Oh no! Damn it! Right, locks it down, and there we go. All right, back in the caution, or now we're under caution for the first time this evening. Sorry, jumping the gun a little bit there. Okay, so we have one more lap around. Take a quick break. Be back here in just a moment, everyone. As we should be. Just want to make sure here. All right, yeah, we'll take a quick break. Be back here in just a moment.
It's time. Rise, Lord Vader.
I feel their whispers.
Anakin, you're breaking my heart.
What I was is gone.
You are my brother, Anakin!
What I am will bring the galaxy to its knees.
You were never truly Sith, Anakin. You were once a Jedi.
I am more than Anakin ever was. Live or die.
Long live the Empire!
Lord Vader is a weapon, but weapons can be turned against their masters.
You have proven yourself, Lord Vader.
The past is the past. The present and future are all that matter.
Race fans, how's it? Welcome back. All right. I know we just take a quick little break there. Just calm her down. Some pressure in the beginning as we're going to fire it back off once again for stage 1.
Green.
We've got a good launch here by our race leader, the 48, Mr. Dylan Banks, Miss Carroll. He's going to try to stick in suit already has some company of the 926 and Garrett Wiles. We got everybody rounded down. Ice. Seems like everyone's trying to get sorted out here. We've got some single files, some high to the outside, guys, and wow. Oh, there we go. Everyone's sorting it out, but right now it looks like as if the 48 is back out and lead into control here with the Garrett Wiles 926 and the 18 following right there with, but bringing along some company here for 22. Mr. Tyler Honeycutt working his way up, 2 positions up, looking good. 42 of Kyle 1, Mr. Wildman Wellman trying to show some stuff this evening as he has found himself all the way up in the top 5 plus 4 positions to drop the green flag. Owen Lax is holding strong in that top 10-6 position, and now another big mover here, Keith Pittman. He did himself pretty fine work last week at Bristol, and he's looking to repeat himself a good run here as he had himself a top 5 finish, I believe, last week. So he's back up here in that top 10 and looking sweet right in the beginning. Got Hunter Bogdan right there with him and the full car of Tanner Marr. And Cody Gibson, oh, there goes the 86 to Hunter Bogdan. Hunter Bogdan sideways. Caution out once again. Oh, no! Oh, I think that was a 9. No, it was not. That was, who was that? That was Matt Metler. Oh, Metler. No, bro. That's just concerning. Hold up. He said, hold up. All right, riding on board Matt Metler. We're seeing the 86 of Bogdan loose off there. Or, I'm sorry, loose through on entry. And then through the center here. So you see Metler now. Oh, no! So he was shooting for the bottom as he was open for the 86 to keep her locked down. And the 86 just shot down the truck right in front of him. Nowheres to go. He was looking clear there for ever so slightly of a second. But the Hunter Bogdan had second thoughts on where he wanted to park. Another quick caution in the beginning, and I believe that is going to need a quick repair. And he's going to bring out his backup car out to Holler for the 31. So that's just in some unfortunate business right there. I tell you what. All right, let's fast forward ever so slightly here. Kind of look over. Oh, do you have a moment here? Yeah, let's just phrase for anyone who's a little late to the party, because Lord knows I am all the time. All right, I'm late to everything. I love it that way, just the way it is, right? Yeah, but let's look over the stats for this evening's race here. As I look up, my bad, I'll find it eventually. Nope. Looking for my stage. Oh, there it is, stage vid. Okay, so tonight, 225 laps. You got stage 1 lap 45, stage 2 100 laps, stage 3 is lap 100 laps. That's nice. Stage 2 it will be ending at lap 100, and then stage 3 is at 125 laps. So the fuel econ for this evening again is going to be in that 60 to 65 lap range. So keep our eyes on that one, especially in stage 2. Gonna be tight, gonna be close. And of course, the final stage, and will it be a 2-stop or a 1-stop? You know, if it stays green, how will these green flags or these yellow flags play its ugly role in tonight's race and the fuel economy of these cars? And of course, since we're here, and let's give a quick shout out to our sponsors, Moser Racing. Yeah, and again, that's the gear right there. You need something to make you go a little faster. You got something nice to put your butt in right there. Those two. Moser Racing, Trek Racer. Get you all set up, get you fired up like me with that W energy drink. Okay, I mean, I don't know if you quite like me, but damn near close. We got the Raptor Race graphics, making all these cars look nice and pretty until we screw them up. And then, of course, you got Starlink, bringing me out there to the world. I don't know if that's a really good idea, honestly. I really don't. But, hey, stuck with me now. So, Outlaw Speedco, of course, is what's going to make these guys go fast out here on track now. At least one of them. We got the pace car wrapping around now lights are off. That means that we are definitely ready to go once again racing here at
Green,
New
green,
Hampshire.
green.
And we've gone, everyone. Good launch by the 48 and the 18. 18 sticking with him here to the outside and going to keep this momentum up. He wants that clean air. So he's going to go for that exit. Does not. 42 is going to muscle on by him here. They get ripping down the backstretch, but that's also going to open up the 926 for fights and battles in with him. And then, of course, you've got some lap traffic in front of them. Going to play an crucial turnout to where this lead's going to fold out to. And again, we don't have 3 laps left here in stage 1 as we're at lap 27 here. Or 26, coming to lap 27. And pressure building for the 926 of Garrett Wells. We got a gunfight. But when we had ourselves a fight about ready to just getting thrown down here, we got another caution out once again. And this is going to be for the 32 of Tom Curtis. Okay, we're going to go side-by-side battle, and it seems right here with the 1 and the 87. 87, now the 32 is going to sail her in. Looks like the 87 of Raymond kind of got checked up. So, yeah, it looks the 32 seems to be a little off his line to the high, but still plenty of rotate through, and he may get a little bump and a little help. Yes, he does. Get some help by the 1 car of Steve Johnson. And again, I'm sure that Johnson, super clean racer, and I know that that was not on an intent, possible of not sure where he was going. 32 was real high, so he's going to cut it down here, and maybe the 32 didn't even know the 1 was there. So watch, the 32 is going to bring it down. The 1 car's, yeah, so the 1 car's still in his lane. That's on the 32. So the 1 car is still in his lane right there, and the 32 just drove across his bumper. So that's going to spin the 32 sideways. 32 is going to go ahead and lock her down and try to, oh, no, he doesn't. Yeah, he does lock her down. Oh, my goodness. He took a harder look than I thought to that outside fence right there coming in turn 2. That's going to leave a fat mark and possibly bust out that backup. All right, let's try to bring us back forward once again. Cautioned out! Oh my goodness, so we've got just a slew of cautions here in stage 1. I don't see any strategies to be had here. This is one of those kind of short shooting scoots from stage 1. See what your car has in it. But right now we've been stalled up with cautions. So in that matter, what's going to happen is that these guys aren't getting the kind of the feel they need for their car to see what is it going to do on that long run. How is this thing gonna take off, or is it gonna take off once these tires start to come into play? But the other thing is too is that format of tonight's race here, that fuel allocation here. Let's bring that up one more time. Why not? We got plenty of time. We got fuel allocating of the 75% pit window of the 60 to 65 laps. So basically, you're not going to be able to wear the tires as much as you would if this was 100% fuel style of race. So if you were fighting with tire wear, you're going to be in for fuel before those tires really start to cause you some serious issues, so long as you don't really overdrive that car and try to stick to a little bit of a program. And speaking of sticking to programs, let's try to get back to ours as we are looking for the restart once again and see if we can get this stage 1 done and in the books. You know, the cool thing about this, well, I mean, I love this track for everything, how difficult it is, you know, how there's so many different entry and exit points to these turns, and all the cool cameras they give me. All right, let's be real about it. Got Barney up here in the flag. He got it going on right now, dog. Let's go!
Green, green, green.
All right, we go. That was pretty. So outside launchings by the 48 this time with the 18 sitting on the bottom. He's going to push up high. Oh my goodness, that did not look pretty. Oh, we got more contact. And car sideways. There goes the 18. Oh, no, 42. 42. Holy hell. Oh, no. Oh, that was just nasty. We're just gonna have to bring this one back here. Excuse me on the rewind, but this is gonna be a more effective play for us to scope out. So we got some bumping and running here by the 18. We called that, but the 18, oh my goodness, he gets, oh yeah, so it was the 18. He steps out sideways. A 42 tries to juke down. He does so, but gets a clip of the 25, upsets his car. He goes to spin. He does some non-victory, oh shoot, donuts across this backstretch right here into the grass. Get himself a little landscaping job there done, and a little bit of an air move too, a little ollie, if you will. Brings this thing back on track here and brings out a car. I don't think it's going to damage his car up. I think he should be A-okay, but he was moving forward, and now he's stuck toward the back of this pack, and at least he has time to get it done. But so that's going to be on the 18 on, oh, come on. Oh, that's right. My bad. That's right here. So we got a lot of guys pitting now. Steve Johnson, Tom, Mettler, Honeycutt. So we got a slew of cars in here, possibly getting some damage fixed. I know. Just gonna pit lane here. Yeah, there we go. So we know Carroll was getting something done here. Honeycutt. Well, everybody else is just going to stay out there on that track and getting, these playoff points, stage points. It's what these guys need. Wiles, Tanner, Raymond Hardina, Bell. Look at these guys right back here. Going to slide into some points so they can hold on to it. But these guys are going to line up right behind them. So again, there's going to be plenty of time, I believe, left in this stage run for these guys to take these tires and make some changes and maybe have themselves a run up toward the front. So we're going to have possibly about 10 laps left remaining in stage one. All right, so 48, we're going to line her up. And let's look over those points. So since we do have a 1 lap to green, Banks leading the way. Kyle Weltman in that second position. Tanner Marr third. Chris Carroll fourth. So this is where, no wait, this isn't right. That's my bad. Hold on, I'm gonna have to redo that, and I can actually fix that here in just a moment. What was all that about here? Ah, that's better. There we go. I told you I could fix it. All right, so there you go. Bankers in the still leading the way. Chris Carroll and Kyle Weltman. So those guys are your top three. Tanner Mark just outside that top three, but again, you want to be up there in that top four, especially. All right, here we go. We're trying to do this one more time here in stage one. Drop kick that pace car. Get the hell out of here.
Green flag.
Gotta go. All right, we're gonna shuttle for some positions, shuffle for some positions here. And actually, shuttle wasn't good because they're gonna shuttle some of these guys in the back if they can get gone on here and momentum. Garrett Wiles now in that second position. Cody Gibson in that third spot with a battle underway with between 25 of Owen Lax and Tanner Marr in that 4 car. Tanner Marr, but he's back under attack with Chris Mackey to the outside. Kind of. Was starting to get there. Took a ride on board that Wendy's car. Oh no, not Wendy's, dude. I'm getting hungry, my man. Shoot, they got the awesome fries and double doubles and stuff. Man, I got the square patty. Just some good. See, I told you. Damn it. All right, Chris Mackey right on board with him as he is trying to stay in touch with that 4 car. Tanner Marr for that 5th position. Mackey trying to rip him. Look at that Wendy's car. I tell you, you like the car. It is. We got Keith Pittman there in that Stealth America car. I'm loving that. That's awesome. At 03 of Keith Pittman in the 7th position now, trying to hold it strong in that top 10. But at the moment, we got the 48 and the 926 leading the way here. And these guys are, trying to outrun this Cody Gibson. Cody Gibson's shown us some pretty fast short run speed and some decent long run speed. And again, he knows where the fire is at. It's in them Cheetos right there. He's got in that cockpit. So he's just going to crunch on himself a couple of them Cheetos and light the fire in his own pants here so he can run this thing on forward. And he is. He is starting to, make some ground here. Good exit off. Ooh, be careful there. That was a little fast off. Again, trying to pull some and make some ground on that 9.26. We're in a little bit higher line there, as you see, and he's starting to gain a little bit of time. Same thing with Tanner Marr. I liked his line, his run earlier. Ooh, as we see some guys hitting some fence right there on exit. And again, it's hard to spot that when you're right behind that guy. And also, when you're right behind that dude, he's also taking that air off that front splitter. And all of a sudden, you go into the turn and she don't turn. Like, wait a minute. So we take a ride on board with, oh, no, we're not. We're going to get up board. That's where we're going. Sorry. We're going to go on board with the 7 car. Cody Gibson. Whoa, dude. Now he's going to look for the outside. He's trying to duck and bob and keep me moving with my cameras right now. And he's doing a fine job of it. Cheeto's about ready to light the fire to the 926 as he is looking all over, high, looking low, looking for some of that fast stuff. As now he's looking high, feathers that throttle on out. Kind of gets himself a block action from the 926. Just can't quite, he's got the speed in the center it feels like, but just can't quite layer down where he needs. And there you go, he's getting a good run here. But as he's trying to work on the 926, here comes Tanner Marr in the 4 car. We got some battling happening back here. The 32, the top 3 is getting around the 8 car. Tony Miller trying to make his match up. And the 22, Tyler Hunnick. What the hell happened to Tyler? Tyler! What the bejesus, my man? He's still in the fight, though. He's still in the fight, everyone. Don't worry about that. He'll be back. All right, but right now, let's get back to the 7 car of Cody Gibson. And Tanner Marr. These guys maybe looking up to put up the next fight here. Oh, here we go. Battle once again underway. 03 of Keith Pittman and the Wendy's car of Chris Mackey. Mackey looking for that outside line as now Pittman. Oh, he's going to push hard. Oh, almost into the 5th. Great save by him. That thing dump trucked into 2 or out of 2, and he's going to lose some grizzly ground to, looks like the 18. As the 18 is going to see that opened out and make his way on by. Now Mackey is going to be fighting himself, I think, even more of a fight here as we're going to take a ride on board as he is under fire. And once again with the 18 car this time of Chris Carroll. Let's see if Carroll's going to go for that. Oh, we see them all fanning out right there. Everyone's going for the dive. Here comes the 42 of Kyle Wildman Wellman. In that tripods are out in the wild. Tripods in the wild. And I'm sure he's got some tires, possibly. And he's going to utilize these things all in his forward march up to and hopefully into some points. And he is. He's in that 7th position, which he needs. He needs these points desperately as the 48 of Banks has marched out in front. Typical, but we still have the battle to be unfolded here with this group. This is the group right here. These guys, this is where it's going to get nasty. We've got one last lap left for stage 1. There we go. I know I'd get it out there. As we got a side-by-side battle happening here. 9 car, Chris Mackey to the outside of the 18. 18's going to put the power down. Oh, we got some hook, line, and sinkers. No, then Mackey's going to hold off Carroll. And here comes Pittman as we got Banks going to lead the way and come out of turn 4 for the stage 1 victory. Cody Gibson, Tanner Marr. And then here comes that battle right there. Oh, goodness. That was pretty awesome. All right, we're going to well and slow these guys up. Go over some starting positions here. And bust it out. So Banks leading the way and getting that stage 1 victory. Heck, a good job there. Second, going to go to my man Cody Gibson in that 7 car. That Flaming Hot Cheetahs machine is fast. Got 4 car Tanner Marr rounding out, getting that top 3. Good job, buddy. 96 and Garrett Wiles top. He's in that 4th position. 5th, round out your top 5 is going to be the Owen Lax to the 25. Kyle Wellman gets that 6th position. in the 42. The 9 car of Chris Mackey holds on to the 7th position. 8th is going to go to Chris Carroll after sideways in the beginning of this thing. And 9th position is going to go to the 03 of Keith Pittman, Oh True Death. And then rounding your top 10 is going to be Mr. Larry Bell in the 43. Some points well deserved and being had this evening. Oh, let's sorry about that. Okay, all right, we're gonna take a break. Be back here in just a moment. Stick with us for the drop of the green flag of round 2.
In the world of magic, everything that disappears reappears. Woo! It is very good to be back.
Come up, you're gonna be our helper.
Okay, disappear in 3, 2, 1.
J. Daniel Atlas in the house. Who wants to see a magic trick?
I think we would have made the Horsemen proud. My Atlas was spot on.
Really? I'll be the judge of that. According to that card, for some reason, I need you.
Why not the other Horsemen?
The other Horsemen are dead.
Oh my God, what?
No, they're like dead to me. Things got too real for them. They gave up. Stop interrupting. I'm talking about a trick that is bigger and better than anything you have ever seen. It's now or never.
What's the trick?
The Heart Diamond. It's the most valuable jewel in history.
But what makes this diamond so special?
Because a magical tarot card told us.
For decades, the Vanderburgs have been selling diamonds to warlords, arms dealers, traffickers to help launder their money.
If you want to stop the devil, don't cut off her hands. You lift her wallet.
Open sesame.
Feel safe with me.
Relax. Diamonds are forever.
Stop him!
Jack? What are you doing here?
Saving your ass.
Emily Reed?
Fanboy later.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
I don't know you.
Let's go!
My horsemen. We were brought together for a reason.
Gummies kicked in.
Bring down 2 generations of criminals with a single sleight of hand.
8 magicians against a worldwide criminal network. I like our chances.
This time for stage 2. All right, we got Mr. Tyler Honeycutt in the 22, whipping out in front, gonna enjoy some of this clean, fresh air in front of that 48, Mr. Dylan Banks. Gonna get some of these flip script here. Ooh, the 7 car of Cody Gibson gonna push high right there. Dump truck status here. Push that 48 up high as well. Gonna slope his momentum with the 4 car, Tanner Parr, trying to get some positioning on that 48. Get there, get to his bumper, put the pressure on him, whatever needs to happen. And here comes Carroll now around the outside here. Yes, he does. Clear on out. Gets around the 4 car and now makes his way up into that 4th position. Gets setting his sights on that race lead as we got the 48 of Banks stuck in a little bit of a traffic here. As here comes Cody Gibson now, high to the outside. Gibson and then the Flaming Hot Cheeto machine here is now going to go take the Midland High line to around the 22. 22 is going to keep her pinned to the bottom. And it's the door is open on the outside, and it is about to be taken by not only 1, 2, possibly 3 hot rodders on the outside. We got the 48 now going to go side to side with the 22. 22 is going to pave up just a little more. But the new leader in tonight's race is going to be Cody Gibson in that 7 car. The 22 of Tyler Honeycutt now seems to be fading as the 18 is going to get underneath him and try to get rotate around and get to, and stay on the bumper of that 48, who has been super strong in every race thus far. So here comes the 48 of Dylan Banks. Dylan Banks now going to try to make his way around. We're going to get right on board with that 48. All kinds of grip right there on exit at 2. So he's going to try to set him up here. Late shift, get that thing to really wind down there. Super close on exit. But he's got company. But these guys going to go side by side. 7 cars not going to give. Good job. Keep pressure on him. Flaming hot Keto's machine. Ripping on the outside. Loving this right now. Great track race across the line. These guys are going to try to stay equal across the board here. Oh, goodness. Oh, contact. Oh, man. 7 car. Cody Gibson takes a hard liquor to that wall, and he's dust. He is toast with the most. No turn. Nothing. He's going to have to lock her down. Try to lock her down, my man. Oh, goodness. So, yeah, he broke right front there, and he has no turn. He is done skis, at least for this round, for this stage, stage 2. He might be able to have his fast repair or backup car, but he's going to be some laps down. He's going to need some cautions and to get him back up. But it's all possible. Stay in the fight. Stay there. And that's the best thing about having a little bit of a smaller field is that you're able to kind of make those positions up a lot quicker than normal. Tanner Marr going to go side by side with the 22 of Honeycutt. Honeycutt now fighting and trying to hold on to that top 5. Does not work. You have to yield to that 4 car. 4 cars going to be able to get underneath them. Making little differences of tires here. As again, this is also going to be, I believe, a fuel run if the caution, depending on what cautions do or whatnot. Tyler Honeycutt and now Owen Lax in the 25. Keith Pittman. All these guys line up. Chris Mackey still in this one. Larry Bell as well, the 43. Here comes the 32. Tom Freitas now trying to make some ground here. It does so. Gets around the 86 of Hunter Bogdan and continues to march forward here. Take a little ride on with that 32 of Tom. Good rotate off. And shifting on in. Give a handle on our race leaders here and try to touch base with Chris Carroll in that second position and see what kind of gains he may be able to have on that 48. And we got a caution out once again here in stage 2 this time. Oh no, that's going to be the 22 of Honeycutt. All right, we've got our eyes on Honeycutt here in that 22 machine. Oh, he's got help. He's got a lot of help. He ran the hell over. Ouch, buddy. Ow. Who was that? That was like that was a loose off. So he was struggling with his car, and he got... Oh, that was a 42 of Wellman. Oh, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. My bad. Who was that? Man. So, yeah, he gets, obviously, some contact. I'm trying to figure out who this is. My bad. I don't know why I'm having issues here with this matter, but we are. Oh, it wasn't Hunter. It wasn't Bell. Oh, the 25, Owen Lax. Okay, so this is Owen Lax right here coming off the... Oh, get to a contact there, getting to 22, just a little low and slowed up there, and then he just stays on him. I mean, honestly, if he would have been able to back off a little bit, he might, 22 might have been able to save it. They both would have lost some ground, but that contact wouldn't happen. All right, that's how it goes in racing. And a caution once again. All right, back here in just a moment.
We all like going back in time and imagining how things could have gone differently. Like, what if I made different?
All right, welcome back, everyone. Back to green in stage 2. Got Chris Paul Hamus here with Front Row Esports and their quest for their 2025 Cup. And we are in the round of 12 as we're going to go side by side with the 18 and 926 as they're shooting and scooting and trying to make some positions happen here. I do believe now that with that caution, that could possibly have given these guys what they needed extra in their tanks to make this thing all the way through to the stage 2 end. So I know that was a little bit of a concern, but maybe that does give these guys all the breathing room they need now to unleash hell. Got Chris Mackey now trying to do the same here as he goes side-by-side battle with the 0-3 of Keith Pittman. Pittman on the outside. Good momentum down that front stretch here, across that line. Here comes the 9 car of Chris Mackey. Mackey rotating the inside. These guys ended up lots of racing around them. We've got the 4 car racing right in front of him with the 25 of Blacks, 32 of Tom now trying to make some ground up in the 8th position here. As you see all kinds of fight underway in this cluster. You know what's for that top 5-ish position. Keith Pittman's going to be the big winner there. He's going to clear that 9 car, get away from that Chris Mackey. But Mackey has himself all kinds of company on his 6. And that's going to be that 32 of Tom Freitas there. And 22 of Tyler Honeycutt. 32 and 22 as you've got a side-by-side battle underway with that 32. Trying to work the 42 here. No, it is not so. Here comes a 42 now, possible 3 wide. These guys are jockeying for position. All under attack is that 9 car, Chris Mackey. That guy is like, oh my goodness, get me out of here. Right? But he's like, no go, buddy, no go. We got you. As he's reeling him in and reeling him in fast. Here we go, side by side once again with the 42. Trying to get a bite off. He's trying inside. He's trying outside. That Mackey car is making himself all kinds 3 wide on his own. Great racing coming out of this mid-pack right here as they're still under fights here with the 42. Just trying can't clear it. Here comes a 9 now. He's going to make a dive on the 03. 03 got stalled up. So now he's going to try to leapfrog him. This is, oh my goodness, almost 3 wide right here as we're going to rotate out of 2. Woo! That's getting close right there to 42. Like, I don't know which way to go. He's like, I'm just trying to go forward. Here comes the 32 now. 32 going to throw it in there. Oh my goodness, now comes the 22. 22 of Tyler Honeycutt. Honeycutt's going to see all this unfolding in front of him as his cars check up. He ain't. And Honeycutt now trying to do a twofer, trying to get the 42 and 32. 32's now got a company with the 7 car of Cody Gibson. Cody Gibson going to get up in this fight right here. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, you still got Chris Mackey and the 03. 03 trying to lead the way here in this one, in this little Packer pack. And the 9 car of Mackey now under attack once again. Oh no! There comes the 42 on the outside. Round the outside. Has a door be opening, but he can't quite get it cleared. 42 now going to have a good momentum run down this, and he's going to 9 car now, got slipped up. Oh no! 7 car Kelly Gibson holding on to her, buddy. Holding on. What a save of the night thus far. Going to be Cody Gibson. Keeping it pointed the right direction, but does lose a lot of positions here, and does kind of lighten up this ninja pack here, as these guys were just all kinds fighting. And now we got more to be had here of the 4 car of Tanner Marr, and this has been going on for quite the minute. The 4 car of Marr and the 25 of Lax. Lax now, Owen Lax gonna yeet there, let him take that position and try to get in behind, maybe do another swoop dog attack here. I don't know. Undercut him. Does not going to run off with them, and they're going to try to chase down the next group up in front of him, which is going to be Garrett Wiles. And let's look over Chris Carroll and the 48 of Banks. These guys have been just kind of pacing away, but well, we got Raven Hardina coming into pit road. Something happened to Hardina. Oh no! What happened, dog? You all right? He's all, no, I'm in pits, bro. If everything was fine, I'd be out there hauling butt on the track right now. But he said no. Here come the race leaders right now as they're going to come across, give him a lap down, possibly more. Hopefully Raymond Hardina can get himself back there on track. And, of course, he's in that race to stay in the playoffs for the 2025 season. As we just kind of rotating on down through here, we do see Kyle Wellman and the 03 of Pittman battling it out. So 42 was on a good tear forward there, got into that top 5, has himself a hot rod this evening, but he kind of got, a little sideways there and got put more to the back of the pack. Now he's trying to march his way back forward again, and he's trying to do it ever so gingerly like, so that way he doesn't lose all the ground that he's making right now. 42 clears the 03 of Pittman. Those two are going to go and follow in soon there. Now we got the 22 of Tyler Honeycutt trying to make his run on the 03 of Keith Pittman. Pittman, though, holding in the top 10. Got a great finish last week, looking to, for another awesome run. And he again has himself a pretty decent program and putting down some good lap times. Trying to excel, but we're looking in at Mackey and Tom here. Tom now looking in on that 9 car of Chris Mackey. Mackey's seems to be fading ever so slightly. He's struggling with his longer run. But again, we do have the end of stage 2 upon us, so that will give a chance for these guys to rally back here for that third and final stage. You see the 9 car push way high there. The 32 is going to have himself a good fight. Ooh, does not. Gets a little loose off and almost hooks that thing into the fence. Got to be careful there, as these cars are wicked. Same thing with Larry Bell and now Cody Gibson. Cody Gibson fighting his program this evening. He was leading some laps, now stuck back, mired in traffic, looking to get that thing back up forward once again. Hunter Bogdan, same thing. He's just been, kind of struggling with his program this evening, but trying to make the best of this evening. Same thing with Matt Metley. Seen him sideways and into it. He's a wreck on that one a while back ago, but he's still going to hang in there and try to stick in the fight. Looks like Raymond Hardina could possibly be done. Same thing with Miller and Johnson. Looking at the 48. And they battle with Chris Carroll. Carroll's now still in that second position. Garrett Wild's in a 9.26. All these guys just kind of pacing with each other right now. But right now, the guy controlling the race pace and the lead is going to be Dylan Banks. Drop it in on real quick on that 4 car of Tanner Marr and Owen Lax with the 42. Here we go, battle underway. 25 of Owen Lax under pressure once again. This time it's the 42 of Kyle Wellman. Whoa! A little loose off there. Almost hook line him right there. Oh my goodness. Oh, he just tried to put that power down, clear the 25 of Owen Lax. But Owen Lax, man, great show, buddy. Doing awesome out there on track. As we're going to take a ride with that 25 of Owen Lax. You're looking back at Tyler Honeycutt. Tyler Honeycutt moving on up. Taking that elevator, if you will. As he is now looking in on Owen Lax for that 6th position. Looking on the bumper of Owen Lax right now in that 25 car as the pressure is upon him with the 22. All right, so looks like the 42, yep, yeah, 42. Gaining on the 4 car, a little wobbled up right there. You see that, a little loose through the center. Yeah, there goes Wildman Wellman. One more position to be had there. He's got himself a really good car this evening, and it's showing as he's starting now he's up in the 4th position. And gonna be, let her go, dude. Let her eat. So we'll have a little bit of a tire wear concern, but here's that. Oh no! Tyler Honeycutt sideways there. Holds on to it. Was just really low on exit too. Was sideways, looking out his passenger window. Recovers, and going to continue to motor on now. Now he's up in the fight with the 7 car of Cody Gibson, Chris Mackey. Pretty good hot rod straight here, and it's going to be a little bit more difficult to pass. As again, here we go. 9 car of Mackey and the 7 car of Gibson going to go side by side. The 7 car is going to have that run. Good run on the outside and momentum. Keeping the 9 car pinned down there is the 22. 22 is going to take full advantage of that. Get back to the outside, see if he can pick off another position. He does so and try to get his car back underneath him. Cody Gibson trying to march back forward as well. Tanner Marr holding on to that top 5. but for how long? As we got Owen Lack starting to come back here. This is what we're going to look. We're going to see these guys advance forward, and those guys with long run cars taking care of their tires, using them properly, they're going to start marching back forward again. And those guys that weren't in the beginning are going to start sliding back. Except for these two guys. You don't have to worry about these two guys. They're going to be just fine on their tires and their speed, especially that 48 of Banks. 18 of Carroll, I'm sure, he's cursing his car right now, thinking, he's looking good too. Let's take him right on board with that Carroll. All right, we got the 18 of Carroll. Take it right on board. A little float off there. Shift. Quick shift down. And the roll. Here's the trick part here. There. Yeah. Getting that thing to rotate with the power down. Now let's ride with Dylan Banks our race later. Let's listen to the differences. If there is any. Lower. He's backing the throttle pretty quick. And easy off. Like super easy off. I mean, that's ridiculous right there. So that is your race leader. Oh, here we go. For 5th and 6th positions here. Here comes the 4 car. Or I'm sorry, here comes the 25 car of Owen Lax. As we were just saying, 4 car gets past him. Now the 25's coming back on him, and clears him on the outside. The 4 car may spent his tire up a little too quickly there. As we still have ourselves, I believe, another 10 laps left remaining or so. Yep, 10 laps left remaining in stage 2. Now Pittman's starting to reel in the 4 car of Mar. So this is really going to be very interesting in this 125 lap run for stage 3. So some of these guys got themselves a good, short run program, but seem to be falling off a little bit in this long run. Long run's really these guys going to be able to march back forward. Speaking of marching back forward, biggest mover of the evening. How in the, you never see this very much at all lately, but great job, Mr. freaking Tom Greatest, Gunning Sergeant Charge Front Row Esports, as he has marched his way up 7 positions, now inside the top 10, 8th spot. Good job, Doc. Trying to get himself a complete run tonight. That's what he's looking for. Finish this thing off. As he's got himself a little bit of company in front of him as we look back on. Whoa! That was almost like super close there, right? We got to the little late. Woo! The heat be picking up in this kitchen right now. I guarantees it. 32 looking for a way by, getting past Honeycutt. Honeycutt went sideways. Now Honeycutt's trying to gain his positions back, and he's doing so. He's got back inside the top 10, looking for a good fire-out position for that stage 3. And, oh, wow, clobbered to the fence just ever so slightly to the 32. That's going to will and slow him up, but he'll make sure to take good care of that right front. Not just the tire, but the whole assembly, As the 03 is changing up his line now, trying to find some grip, figure out some grip. As Tanner Marr is now, he's sliding back quickly. I know Tanner Marr wants this freaking stage to be done quickly because, man, he's looking up in his rearview mirror right now. He just see a cluster of all kinds of cars looking for that one position that he's trying to hold on to, which is 6th spot. There's the 32 going to go side by side with the 03 of True Dare Keith Pittman. Pittman, though, he's fighting strong, man. Of course, how can you not, though? It's a bunch of Chevys right there putting down some power and getting hooked up on that front stretch. Uh-oh, 3 wide. Here comes the 22. He's like, hey, watch this. I'm going to photobomb this one. Oh, the photo bomb of the 22. You're like, surprise! This is all from the bumper of Tanner Marr right now. This is what he's watching. You just see a car there, we're like, oh my goodness, this is not cool, cousin. What is going on? Oh my goodness, I gotta go. Go. Oh, what? No, wrong one. Thank you. And now the 32, he's trying to clear all this. He's just stuck in the middle with you right now. He's, trying to, the 03 clobbers fence as well. And now, Honeycutt gets around him. Everybody's stalled up there. They get all into the fence. Tom, I think he got too hard in that right front. He is. He's pushing big time. Cody Gibson side by side with the 03 of Keith Pittman now trying to rock and roll that bottom line, get it to hook up and be gone with ya. He does. Power down and he out. All right, so single file, that cluster's out the way. We're looking at our race leaders who has gapped. And you'll see that on the tower there, 3.18 seconds behind is going to be the 926 and Garrett Wiles now, who just got past Chris Carroll for that second position as we're coming into the final laps of stage 2. So let's see if I can find that pass. Yes, it is right here. And here comes the pass for second position as a 926 is going to get on to the bottom of that racetrack, get this thing to rotate around, slide job up in front style of a thing, and he does so. Clear out, clear up, clear down, he says. All right, we're dropping on our race leader. Banks, of course, everything's fine, everything's good. And we have a couple of laps left here in stage 2. Relax. Oh, here we go. Battle underway. 4-car trying to still hold on. 4-car Tanner Marr, 7th position now. We can only lose one spot in this whole transfer of things. You'll be looking good. Tyler Honeycutt almost up to that 5th position. Will he have enough time to get to that 25? Not sure, but we have 2 laps left remaining in stage 2. Lead the way is going to be Dylan Banks in the 48. One more lap around. Yes, it is. One more lap around till stage checkered. We'll try to get an early jump start and a bump on this one here. So that way we can try to up our timing. Dylan Banks is going to be that stage 1 winner. As I get the rest of the stuff. Right. All right, so he's going to come across the line now for that stage 1 win, and they're going to go cautioned out. Then after that will be Garrett Wiles in the 926, second position. Round at your third position, Chris Carroll in the 18, the 42 of Kyle Wellman. Fourth position, 5th spot is going to go to the 5-car, the 25 car of Owen Lax, 22 of Tyler Honeycutt. 6th position, 7th will be Tanner Marr in the 4-car. 8th is going to be the 7-car of Cody Gibson. 9th, the 03 of Keith Pittman, and rounding out your top 10 will be Chris Mackey in that 9-car. Round out your top 10. Stage 1 winner, Dylan Banks. All right, we're going to take ourselves a break. Be back here for the start of the final run of this evening, which will be stage 3. 125 laps ahead of us. Keep tuned. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Since time began, man has gazed at the stars and he has wondered, am I alone? So much talk of AI and big tech today. Virtual worlds, what are they going to look like? When will we get there? Well, folks, we're not going there. They are coming here. I would like you to meet Ares, the ultimate soldier. He's biblically strong, lightning fast, supremely intelligent. And if he is struck down on the battlefield, I will simply make you another.
You think you're in control of this? You're not. What are you?
I'm looking for something. Something I do not understand.
Hang on!
A malfunctioning program who wants to live. Why is that? It's just a feeling. Fascinating.
Green flag.
Welcome back, race fans. Here we go. Stage 3. Here we go. Like them fires, kick the tires. It's on, Big Daddy. This is it. One car, or a 48 car out to a nice little jump there as everyone's going to be rotating out of 2 and down this back stretch into 3. Still side-by-side battle with the Garrett Wiles and the 42 of Kyle Wellman. Kyle Wellman putting the pressure on him from the inside there as he's trying to rotate off and get himself that second position. As, wow, we got ourselves a dogfight happening here for that second position, and now going to fold to that 926 of Garrett Wiles as he holds him off, but Kyle Wellman still there in the fight. Owen Lax, too, in the 25. Holds his position, holding strong now in 4th position. We got trouble in paradise, and that's going to be the 32 around with the 9 of Mackey. Oh no, he says. So we'll look over at Mackey right now as we're back under caution. The 32 looks like he pushes out. Oh, 9, he runs him hard. Pretty tight there. As let's see who was more or less in the wrong here, or tried to be. There we go. All right, so we'll go to this view. Speed it up just to slow her down. Ooh, contact right there. So what was this right here? So that was the first contact. I know. Okay, so that's a 32 up into the 9. He tries to arc for his turn in. And then the 18's going to get a piece of the 9. 9's going to come down into the 32. 32's going to come back up into him. Then he's going to keep him low off that, and then he does. They just hook some fender there. And, yeah, that's around they go. Bummers. And I believe Tom already destroyed his right front. Maybe. I don't know. He might have a backup car. We'll see what's going to happen. See if we make it to the end of this one. Back into caution one more time. Bummer. So now let's look over our schedule. We do have just a moment. All right. So we are now down in the round of 12, New Hampshire, September 19th. There it is. Kansas Speedway is up next. Love Kansas. Should be a good one. We're going to upshift a little bit here, grab some taller gears. Go a little bit faster here at Kansas Speedway. Should be a lot of fun. Then we got Charlotte Roval, October 3rd, day after my birthday. How about that? It's a little late birthday race for me, as it's going to be fun. I love Charlotte Roval. As you see, we are almost done with the 2025 season. I'm not like to thank all you soldiers too, all you guys, all right, all the military out there, everybody, and I know we have a good following here when it comes to that one. But I just can't thank him enough for everything that's been done out there and what's going on. So, but and of course, don't forget about you, the fan soldiers too. I can't forget about you guys. I mean, dude, we get ourselves a significant amount of views every single week, and I got to thank every single last one of you for it. Thank you all so much for the support. Really do appreciate it. But here we go. We're gonna one more back stretch here. We're gonna let these boys loose once again. In case you're tuning a little late, this is FRB. You got Chris Paul Hamas here. Your lunatic in the booth. We are definitely live from the 805 with Front Row Esports, and their quest for the 2025 Cup is underway. Stage 3 this time. And we are nearing the end of tonight's race, as this is the longest but most grueling run of them all. All right, speaking of grueling runs, let's see if we can get to this one.
Green, green, green.
All right, see if I can get up to speed here. You see Banks now just kind of controlling both lanes on entry there. Does a good job. As you see the 42 now getting around. He gets a better start. Then the 19.6 clears him this time. No more of that side by side, as these guys are going to continue through 3 and 4 and on out. Nice. So Banks still leading the way. Wellman right there. Garrett Wiles. And we got some more battling happening between Tanner Marr and Chris Carroll. Whoa! Woo. And up in front of him, too. Holy hell. That was a little tight there. And that was going to be, I believe, with the 25 with Owen Blacks. And maybe the 7 car of Gibson. Gibson trying to work his way back forward. Again, same thing with Tyler Honeycutt. Great job, bro. Tyler Honeycutt now back up into that top 5, 4th position. And trying to hold strong. But meanwhile, we got another steep battle here with the 03 of Keith Pittman and the 18 of Carroll. Carroll on the outside trying to get the momentum off. He does. Clears the 03 of Pittman. Pittman's going to fall in line, but that's going to leave the 4 car of Tanner Marr up next. With, again, the lack of momentum off will bring that next car right to you, and you got to put a stop to that. As you see, everyone else is kind of single filed out. But Owen Lax now, he's going to get the pressure. Or try to put the pressure on the 7 as the 18's putting the pressure on the 25. So again, this is where things are to really, when you're getting stalled up from the guy in front of you, and there's guys behind you running you down, it's like, I got to go. So you're trying to make some forward ground here or hold off position. You start doing that. That's that blocking. That's that ouch. About to come to you. As you see, the 25 looks to be a little bit faster than the 7 of Cody, but getting around him is going to be a whole different ball game, as Cody Gibson has shown some tremendous speed out here on track, and not one to give up on a fight, as he has found himself all the way up to the lead of tonight's race, and now he's mired back in a little bit of traffic in 5th position and trying to hold off Cody Gibson. Cody Gibson now, oh my goodness, this is going to be some contact right here. It's going to be the chrome bumper, I think, because it's getting, oh my goodness, here comes 18. Let's get a little closer to this battle. 18 now. Kind of give a little shove action. Oh. Okay, there's the 22 stalling up the 7. Now here comes the 18 right underneath him. Woo, it is getting tight out there on real estate. 18 now trying to drag it on through here. Try to drag it on the bottom, and he's going to try to do a 2-for. Get past both these cars. Use up a little bit of, man, we got to battle up in front of them too. Jeez. 18, so they're stacked 2 by 2 here, and we got a caution out, and I don't know, right when that battle was really heating up, and I believe that is going to be a Raymond Hardina in the 87, so he didn't make it back out here on track, was trying to go back here in 14th position. So this is going to be, he gets on the apron there, he trying to make himself a whole new line and lane down there. He hooks it, locks it down, and he's gonna tow that thing and be gone. Bummer. So we're gonna go caution out one more time. And let's take ourselves a break and be back here in just a minute. Just a minute, guys. Just ever so slightly minute.
In the world of magic, everything that disappears reappears. Woo! It is very good to be back.
Come up, you're gonna be our helper.
Okay, disappear in 3, 2, 1.
J. Daniel Atlas in the house. Who wants to see a magic trick?
I think we would have made the Horsemen proud. My Atlas was spot on.
Really? I'll be the judge of that. According to that card, for some reason, I need you.
Why not the other Horsemen?
The other horsemen are dead.
Oh my God, what?
No, they're like dead to me. Things got too real for them. They gave up. Stop interrupting. I'm talking about a trick that is bigger and better than anything you have ever seen. It's now or never.
What's the trick?
The heart diamond. It's the most valuable jewel in history.
But what makes this diamond so special?
Because a magical tarot card told us.
For decades, the Vanderbergs have been selling diamonds to warlords, arms dealers, traffickers to help launder their money.
If you want to stop the devil, don't cut off her hands. You lift her wallet.
Open sesame.
Still safe with me.
Relax. Diamonds are forever.
Stop him!
Jack? What are you doing here?
Saving your ass.
Emily Reed?
Fanboy later.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
I don't know you.
Let's go!
My horsemen. We were brought together for a reason.
Gummy's kicked in.
Bring down 2 generations of criminals with a single sleight of hand.
8 magicians against a worldwide criminal network. I like our chances.
Want to see a magic trick?
That is. You enjoying the show?
Shall we get on with it?
Hey, guys, dead end.
Open sesame.
Way to represent, Merritt.
Worth a try, was it? Never know.
I think you do know.
Green flag, green flag.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We are green once again for stage 3. Kyle Wellman leading the way this time with Tyler Honeycutt in the second position, under fire by the 18 of Chris Carroll. We did see some cars getting some pit strategies underway here. 48 was one of them, tires and whatnot. And again, just trying to flip the cards around as some of these guys are going to stay out and see what happens. As we got the 7 car of Cody Gibson under fire with the 4 car on the inside. Inside, trying to make it, but is not. He cannot get the power out and around, but he is stalled up by the 22 of Tyler Honeycutt. Honeycutt now is going to rotate that middle line there, push that 7 car up a little bit higher. 4 car is going to be stalled up there. You got Banks behind him. Banks now trying to work his way back forward again up to that race lead. So we'll see how gingerly like he can get by. But again, this guy's looking pretty good. Got himself a good hot rod underneath him. Patience, and he has all the time. Well, he has a lot of time. He's got 100 laps left in tonight's race, so we're definitely going to be looking for another pit stop in tonight's race here for him to make it all the way with that 60-65 lap fuel allocation. So we got a side-by-side battle of the 926. We're trying to follow the 48 on up. 48 on up is it. And here comes 48 underneath the 7 car of Cody Gibson. Gibson now going to go side by side with that 48, and as he's going to go side by side with that 48, that will stall him up, bring some more cars to him. That's going to be the 926. These guys are going to try to clear him both at the same time, but Cody Gibson's going to have none of that as he challenges back on that outside line. What a good run by that 7 car. Cody Gibson does get cleared there on exit as we have the 48 trying to make a move on the 22 of Tyler Honeycutt. Honeycutt down that outside, and Dylan rotating the bottom. You got a little contact there as we go get down to 4. And that one. 48 drives on by with the door still open as you're going to see the 926 looking. He's looking. He's going to take full advantage of. He's going to get down there to that inside. He is there. Now he's going to try to rotate off, but he's going to push up. Oh, almost into him there. That got close, man. Drag race down this front stretch across that line, and they're going to challenge back once again. This battle's going to continue. Here goes the 926 up super close to the door. One more time, trying to get himself to rotate on out. He does there. Clear on out, and trying to move on forward. Honeycutt in the 22 car, trying to hold on to this fifth position. Owen Lax is in that 25. See if he's got something for the 22, as we got Tanner Marr, the 7 car of Gibson, 9 car of Mackey. Mackey back in this fight as he is 9th position now and looking for more. Took a ride on board with that Wendy's machine, trying to get some drive-through happening right now as he's rotating down on that Flamin' Hot Cheetos. And I'd be happy having myself some Wendy's over Flamin' Hot Cheetos anytime. Oh, we got a car super sideways right there. That's going to be the 42 of Kyle Weldon. Yes, it was. So he's going to go sideways and lose himself lots of positions. He does recover. As we're going to back this up since we are here and see what happened to old Mr. Kyle Wellman and that Wild Man Wellman. 42 tripods in a wild Chevrolet. Yeah, he got loose off right there. Good save though. He recovers. Recover. He does. Make her all happy again. Everybody kind of sorts it all out right there. So not the first time for old Wellman stepping it out of line there, but you know it does show he has himself a good car, and just got to keep it underneath him. That's what he's looking for right now. We got Chris Carroll leading the way. As wow, when did this one take place? Sorry, we're in the middle of all kinds of fights. But we got Carroll in the 18 car. As I'm going to look for that pass for the race lead. And, where was it? There it is.
Caution, yellow flag.
Oh, just as I do that, we got a caution coming out. Caution out once again. It's going to be a Tanner Marr. No way, Doug. Oh. 4-car Tanner Marr. We're going to slow it down ever so slightly. And so look, he got loose through center. It looked like that thing kind of walked on up the track a little bit. He catches it, but what happens here? Loose off. So he just goes to put the power down, and she does a little hopscotch on his butt and comes right around. He locks it down though. That's good. Keeps it out the fence, and we're gonna, he's gonna be able to survive another, green flag start. So what will this bring when it comes to, well, we're seeing a lot of strategies unfold there. So let's take a quick break and then bring it back to hopefully another awesome long run. So stick with us back here just a moment.
And windy day in paradise.
Face to all drivers.
There's a situation developing at Ponderosa Elementary. There are 23 kids who are stranded.
Is there anybody
in the area that can pick them up? Is there anybody that can go and pick these kids up?
It's time. Rise, Lord Vader.
I feel their whispers.
Anakin, you're breaking my heart.
What I was is gone.
You are my brother, Anakin!
What I am will bring the galaxy to its knees.
You were never truly Sith, Anakin. You were once a Jedi.
I am more than Anakin ever was. Live or die.
Long live the Empire.
Lord Vader is a weapon, but weapons can be turned against their masters.
You have proven yourself, Lord Vader.
The past is the past. The present and future are all that matter.
Welcome back, everyone. We are about to go green once again in 6-3. This time we got Owen Locks at a 25 leading the way.
Green,
Heck yeah, my dog. As he's going to throw down some power, but we got Kyle Woman right on the outside of him. He's going to get another shot at him. The same thing with Cody Gibson, as both these guys are yearning for a good finish here. Oh! It is 3 wide behind him there as we see the 48, the 926, contact all kinds right here, holding on. Oh my goodness. 86, 03, you name it, they're all there. 18 of Carroll, 926 of Wiles, 48 get past all this, but we still got a cluster. You know what's happening. Larry Bell in the 43 is trying to make his presence known once again. Oh no, sideways goes a 926, Garrett Wiles. He is going to try to hold on to it, locks it down, does not bring out a caution, and that's going to ruin his evening here. Stage 3 is still under green. Owen Locks, Kyle Wellman still fighting for that race lead. 7 of Cody Gibson. These guys are all single file. Here comes Dylan Banks in the 48 alongside Chris Mackey. Mackey now, that Wendy's Chevrolet. Trying to, oh no, gets sideways on out, puts down the power, but does not want to stick. He holds on to it though. He does render that position, but holds on to 6. Now 86 of Hunter Bogdan, who's been fighting his program all evening long, but seems like he may have it down. And here we go, race for the lead. 42, Wellman, contact, sideways, into the fence, there goes Wellman. Hard lick to the wall, as that's going to roll and slow him. Banks going to shoot right underneath here. All this is going to go for the race lead. Now we got Chris Carroll on the bumper of the 48-48, trying to take full advantage of that stall up. He does. Clears the 25 of Owen Locks. Owen Locks still trying to hold on to that top 5. He's in that 3rd position. Here comes the 18 now. 18 going to go toe-to-toe with the 48. Hammer down, son. Let her eat. As the 18 now trying to utilize that line. He does. Gets in front. 48's going to back her up a little bit when we look for that crossover. Does not get there. 18 now gets that clean, fresh air. He's going to try to take off and leave this 48. New race leader, Chris Carroll in the 18. 48 Banks now going to try to hold in suit here, just see what he's got. Then maintain those tires as we got battling happening. Oh my goodness, we got battling happening. We got the Keith Pittman on the 03 on the outside, 3 wide right here. 86 at Hunter Bogdan, the 9 car. Chris Mackey, Wendy's car, just trying to not get sandwiched there. And Tanner Marr sneaking his way back into that top 5. Surprise, I'm back, he says. Same thing with Cody Gibson holding on to the 4th position now, but following along with Owen Locks. So both these guys did not pit on this last go around, so they're out here in a little bit older tires than our race leaders. As you got Carroll now stretching it out from Banks, trying to leave the 48 here in his wake, and again, gain as much time on track as he can. All right, searching through our field here as I'm looking for some more go fast, and I believe I found it, and that's going to be in the form of the 43 of Larry Bell, as he is right there with the 22 of Tyler Honeycutt and the 42 of Kyle Woman. Bell's been trying to be quiet but consistent in this back top 10, and as he is holding on Garrett Walls also holding on. But Carroll, he's trying to lead these jokers. Take a ride on board, your race leader. All right, we got Carroll in the 18, Victoria, BC, Canada. Going to show these boys, a little something here on the racetrack, and he is doing so. Very patient with his center. Lets the car come around and catch grip before he really starts to push into that throttle. And Carroll knows how to make those proper adjustments to his race car to give. Ooh, there it was, loose off right there. He doesn't want those at all, because once that starts to stall him up, that 48 will start to hunt him down. So the 18 now trying to stay out in front of this 48 of Banks. All right, but Owen Laxo, man, how about this cat right here? Third position, great call, sticking out there toward the staying out on that last caution, keeping us some track position, cleaner air is working out really well for the 25 of Owen Lax. Tanner Marr I think he pitted on that last run, and now he's really feeling good on them Fort Fresh Feel Goods, and he's trying to utilize this feeling and get himself some ground here made up as he is hunting down this 25 of Cody Gibson. There he is for the outside. He clears him. Yeah. Love it. Give me some really fun cameras to play with here. I guarantee that. All right, so we are still looking at Tanner Marr and this battle for possible the third position now, as Tanner Marr does clear Owen Lax in that 25, gets around on the outside, we just seen. And now we're going to have Owen Lax and Cody Green. Let's go to Cody. Cody now making his run. He gets a dive onto that 25. He's going to have that open door. Let's see if he can rotate off here. He does. Clears him. And he's out of here. So Owen Lax now falling back. Again, but he's on some older tires. Some of the other guys are the same, trying to, get that track position, knowing that we still have, I believe, one more pit stop left ahead of us yet in tonight's race, and this could be a possible green flag pit stop if these guys continue forward like they're doing. And it does seem so. The field's starting to spread out, but that does not account for any kind of, here we go, the 42 and the 926. These two love to battle each other. I mean, right? And this is all for 11th position. These guys are up there in points too. So, horrible finish here is not going to do them well in what they're trying to accomplish here in the points tonight. We look at our race leader. We're going to look back from Chris Carroll here. We're in that P1 position at the moment. That is second position of the 48, Mr. Dylan Banks. As we see some overcast right now, let's see what this might be doing to our racetrack here at 76 degrees. So track is cool, and let's see what kind of grip this is going to unleash for some of these drivers here. As we see a good overcast, shaping up for us here. Got some cloud cover. So track is under shade. Let's see if this cooling of the track may transpire to some of these guys' setups really taking off, and the guys liking the program. Right now, again, 18, 48, 4-car of Marr holding strong, but we do have battle to be sorted out here. 86 of Hunter Bogdan, the 22 of Honeycutt. Honeycutt making his way by the 86. into 7th position. Keith Pittman still trying to have himself another awesome run, trying to remain in that top 5, top 10 perspective, and he is looking to maybe repeat his run again if he can get past that 25 at Owen Locks. He's settling in nicely up to the top 5, so that's going to show a little something for his program for next year. Have some of his other team owners will be keeping a close eye on some of these guys on their performances come the end of this season, and they're going to get invites over to their garage and their team for the 2026 run of Front Row Esports, which I believe will be year 9 or 10. I'm not sure. I think 9. Yeah, year 9 for Front Row Esports. So we have been around for quite the long minute, if you will. And since we're talking about that, and I will have this up for next week, but if any of you drivers out there watching this and want to get a part of this Front Row Esports program and what we run over here, really find this thing appealing to your wheelhouse, look us up, Front Row Esports iRacing on Facebook. I'll have a description in the link next week for it, and we'll pop it up here on the screen to remind you. But Front Row Esports iRacing Facebook. Message us over there, send us a message, we'll get you the proper links, get you squared up in the Discord, get you up and over here into the family, and see what you got. All right, right now, Carol still leading the way. We're looking at the tower on the left here, and look at that time. Is it backing up or is it closing up? So it looks like Banks is kind of holding up that 130, 140. But the 18's starting to look a little more loose off, so that's not the camera I was looking for. There you go, bud. So that's not, but you know, that loose off right there, he's starting to fight with that a little more. That's going to back up his time, but you know, right now he's holding strong, same gap, same distance from the 48, and we got a possible position to be had here with Cody Gibson. Cody Gibson now getting the drive and the run on the 4 car, going to go on board with that Cheetos Flamin' Hot Machine. Coming out of 4 now. Gonna be a good drag race. Oh yeah, love it. These guys are still. Yeah, there they are. There they are. Woo! Loose off, buddy. 7 staying on him though. He wants his position. Now he's gonna, he's gonna get that bottom line. Oh. Just can't get that run off yet, but as long as he keeps that pressure on him, he will. He'll have that. Great run by Cody Gibson. Trying to get that podium position here and get up in his broadcast at the end of this thing. That's always a lot of fun, too. All right, getting up here, get to chat a little bit. Talk about your run, take some glory where glory is due. 7 car Cody Gibson trying to get his glory right down. What a run off from 4. He's there. Wow. Can't get him cleared off though, but he's going to continue the pressure on him. He's got a good run here. 4 car is going to back up early, see if we can do a crossover on him. Or just, kind of relinquish, there you go, the position to the 7, knowing that it's better to stay up here in this top 4, top 5, than to wear off some tires fighting for that top 3 right now, knowing that we still have some laps left yet ahead of us. Woo! Carroll still leading the way. Loving this right now. This is awesome. So, but Banks is starting to close in. So that is important to be seen. And we'll see if we can hopefully get ourselves a really good race finish here. Again, I believe we still do have another pit cycle to go. As you see our race leaders ripping on out of 4. We're going to take ourselves a break. Be back here in just a moment.
We all like going back in time and imagining how things could have gone differently. Like, what if I made different choices? Would I have ended up here?
It's been 6 months and...
All right, welcome back, race fans. Give me one more moment here as I am just checking in on a couple of housekeeping procedures. All right, we back. All right, welcome to Front Row Esports. Welcome back, I'm sorry, to Front Row Esports. Got Chris Balamus here with FRB. We are not round of 12. Coming to the end of tonight's run with 169 laps on the books as end of race is 225. Carroll is still leading the way here as Banks did start to cut down that race lead, but he kind of stalled up and is backed up here now, just another 10th or so off the leader. So we're gonna see how that unfolds as we get closer and closer to the end of this run. The other thing is, too, we need to start really worrying about what kind of fuel we have in these cars. Can these guys make it? I mean, I don't think so, but right now we are all spread apart here. Chris Mackey, Kyle Wellman, these guys are just yearning for a caution right now, it guarantees you. They are, look like a lap down. Chris Mackey is going to be that dog. Yeah, that lucky one. You know, that lucky dog wants to be barking on that outside. Getting back up here in the fight of things. But Carroll's still leading the way in this matter. We're going to check in on our race fuel. Let's see if we can find ourselves a little more information about tonight's race and what's been going on out there. Stop time. Let's look at this one. All right, there we go. Stint length. So if we're looking at 40 laps-ish, right? Okay, so Gibson and them, these guys, last time they're on. Oh, no, so Gibson's following right now. So Gibson is in pit road right now. So green flag stops, I believe, are commencing. So maybe the 7 is out of fuel. Yes, if he's getting 65. So with some cautions, that makes sense. So he's going to go ahead and get himself some fuel now. Carroll, I believe they got themselves 20 or so laps. So that will put them toward the end of this race here. Maybe lap 200, 210. See how this winds out. Yeah, that's 42 laps now they have out there on these sets of tires and on this fuel run. So again, we're looking at another 20-ish laps for the race leader before he is looking to pit. And along with Banks, they're both on that same strategy. Honeycutt, who's now in 3rd position, same thing here. We'll look over at Honeycutt. So all these guys here, save programs. Wiles, see him 42 laps. Yep. So running back forward to our leader. Absolutely. So yeah. So we will be looking in another. I'm thinking, yeah, 200, 205, somewhere around there. Right. 75, 85, 90. Yeah, to 195, 200. I'm thinking. I'm no Larry Mack, but you know, hey, we fake it to make it around here. Okay. So a little insight there on where these guys are looking at inside cockpit. All right, this is where that pace, the race pace, is going to be your friend. We'll ride with Carroll on board here. Consistent and smooth. That's what we're looking for. Uh-oh, and that's not consistent and smooth. That's a 43 around. And he is... Oh, so he towed. Uh-oh, what's this? What's this? There you go. Sub it. Here we go. So let's find out what happened here with Mr. Larry Bell. As he was right behind the 48. He's going to slide this thing in here. Oh, he's going to lose it on entry. And, oh, my goodness, barely misses the 48 as he comes around. He's going to back it down. Looks like he's going to possibly tow. And he does, yeah. So he tows. He goes back. We have more cars in pit road. Hitting pit road right now, and Hunter Bogdan is one of them. And he's going to go ahead and peel on out and get himself as far fresh field gets possible final stop for this evening. As we still see Carroll leading the way here. 1.14 back. So Banks is starting to reel him in. So do we do an early stop? Utilize the grip on the tires. Here's where a possible strategy can keep this 18 car out in front of the 48. And here we go. Garrett Wiles pit. Oh, and here comes our race leaders. Both of them pitting at the same time. So we're going to keep pressure on. Banks closed in right here. Actually, we're going to rewind this back. Sorry. One moment. As we got to... So he's going to pit right here. Oh, wow. The 48 gains on him so much right here. So this is going to be a pretty tight battle on exit here. Oh, once I get to it. There it is. Okay, this is your battle for the race lead. 18's off first. Okay, 18 up to speed. He's going to try to remain. And here comes Mr. Pittman. Oh, True Death getting his final pit stop of this evening. As you have the leaders coming around right now. Tanner Marr still hanging out there along with Tyler Honeycutt in the 22. New leader, 22, Tyler Honeycutt. Still left yet to pit. As this will be, once the 22 and the 4 car get their final pit stop on, will be the race for the lead here. 18 and Carroll trying to stick out in front of Banks. And again, he is right there on him. He's going to try to put the pressure on. They both hit the fence there on that one. Uh-oh, we got a Mackey. Chris Mackey crashed here. Oh, man. That Wendy's machine got hooked up in drive-through here. Oh, he just gets loose right there. Boom! Walks out and oh, man. Wendy's, dude. That's a smash bagger. Bummer. All right, still going back to our race lead here. Tyler Honeycutt is leading the race. Tanner Marr staying out. Then you have Carroll and Banks. Those guys are neck on neck right here, neck to neck, fighting away. You got Mackey, he just pitted Yev after that. Absolutely. Getting some repairs done to his car. But Cody Gibson, Owen Lax, 6th position. Garrett Wiles now 7th. We're looking at everyone is a more or less close to a lap down due to Honeycutt needing to get his last pit stop on. But let's look over Honeycutt's pit strategy. Is what if he pitted at an oddball time and he's going to try to make it all the way around. So looking at Honeycutt here, uh-oh, we got a car around. Somebody's around. I just heard it. Kind of go through the field here. Somebody got nasty. All right, so obviously Honeycutt still, I guess, needs to pit. And he's going to try to stick out, maybe look for that lucky caution. But the problem is that we are running out of cars out here on track. So that lucky caution is going to take, he's going to need a tremendous amount of luck to happen. We just heard a car sideways. I don't know who that was, but this is a battle for non-position. Trying to get around the 22 of Honeycutt. He's going to get into the wall that the 22 does. So I'm curious on what the strategy is for Honeycutt here. And, you know, if it's going to pay off. Tanamar still in that second position. And then Carroll and Banks, they're going to stick nose to tail here. 48's looking to pass him, but not quite yet. Maybe just trying to wear him down. So that way, you know, you can make that pass quickly. And hopefully when those guys go to pit, he should be that race leader. Here we go. Possible pass happening right here. Banks and the 18 of Carroll. Carroll's going to give him room, but that's going to give him a good run on this backstretch on off. 18's going to hook up nicely. Going to keep that drag race alive down this backstretch. Shorter line around, but the 18's going to try to stick on the door. They're going to get some contact here. Oh, 18. Oh, no, 18, Carroll, around. This could be your caution. Yep.
Caution, yellow flag.
There's your caution right there. Wow. So, hella battle, but maybe exactly what the doctor ordered for the 22 of Honeycutt. Okay, this will take us a minute to get the field caught back up, and in the meantime, let's take us to a break, and we'll be back here in just a moment.
Some people look at Sonny Hayes. They see a guy who lives in a van, a gambling junkie who missed his shot, the best that never was. But I see possibility.
And if you don't love me now, we'll never.
My rook is a phenomenal talent. But he's young. You plus him, boom. I got a team.
When was the last time you won a race?
Sunday, Daytona.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Formula One.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then same as you.
There's this new guy. He's old. He's such a prick. He's quick, though.
Get any constructive criticism for each other, what would it be?
Don't be such an arsey kid.
That was constructive.
Wow.
Did you win something? 20 other drivers still out on that track. Do you think any of them respect us?
They're saying Sonny Hayes isn't a has-been. He's a never was.
If the last thing I do is drive that car, I will take that life, man. 1,000 times.
I'm offering you an open seat in Formula One. The only place you could say, if you win, you are the absolute best in the world.
Never break your chain.
once again, and here we go. Tyler Honeycutt on some four-fresh skill goods, and there goes 18 around and into the fence. Oh, no! Oh, let's just rewind it back right here where we're at. Okay, so we're going to go to the 48 and 18 and the 7. Oh, no, the 7 car gets his nose into this fight as well. 18's going to try to pressure the 48, and he looks like he gets stuck by the 7 car as we're going to ride on board with Cody Gibson in the number 7 here. So the 18's going to come down, put pressure. Oh, no, so he thought that there was a hole there. There wasn't. He dives down, gets a hold of the 7. 7's going to get a hold of that right rear, turn that 18 sideways. He's now looking out his right side now as he spins that thing around, and you'll see him detonation, smoking crater into that outside wall right there. And that will bring us under caution. That looks like we have the 03 Pittman crash too. Was he a wreck on a wreck, or did he just get woed up and slowed up? Yeah, he just got woed up and slowed up. All right. So no quarrels there. So Honeycutt doesn't like what he's. I mean, he likes what he sees, but I probably doesn't like what he sees. Well, that 18 now out of tonight's race, he was really good competition for that 48, as these guys are going to bring us back around and catch up with that pace car. We are under caution once again here in tonight's race. So Honeycutt leading the way. We got lights are on, of course, so we got another lap or so around. These guys stayed out and got themselves, good position here. Got tires now. They're looking sweet, looking promising for an amazing finish here. Cody Gibson, he's still right there in wax to, get himself a top dog finish along with Owen Lax, who's in that 29 or 25, and he is fifth position right now. Inside, going to fire these guys off. I mean, everyone right here has a chance to get themselves a really good finish. Garrett Wiles, Kyle Wellman, all Wildman. These guys need an epic finish right here, so that way they can continue to fight for those playoff points and remain in that round of 8 at the end of this round of 12. Right now, Honeycutt in the 22, he is large and in charge of tonight's race, so it's going to be on him for the fire off and see what he can produce on speed, get away from these guys. At 48, chomping at the bit to get back to that race lead. He's going to stay on the bumper. Looking for the right on board.
Green.
Ooh. Big jump by the 48. 48's going to give him a shove there. Backing off. Easy rotation for the 48. Clear and gone. 48. Race leader. Uh-oh, things are getting a little blocky. What's going on here? Iracing thing again. 22. Oh, high. Slides up out of the groove. Way out the groove. Loses all kinds of positions. Goes from hero to 0. 7th position. The 22 of Tyler Honeycutt. We ride on board all of that as it unfolded. Oh, no. Here goes the 7 car of Gibson. Gibson hits the 86. We're having another caution. Let's find out what happened to Cody. So the 22, it's good call, good save for him. He's going to be able to gather it back up. But 7, gets contact from the 926. And then he's going to come out of the, out of the grip. Out of the grip zone, something fierce. Drives it down into the 86. Both those guys lock it down. And a big contact there. Oh, insult to injury right there. Dang it. Bummer. Caution, one more time. I don't think there'll be any kind of strategies to be had here. I think everyone's going to keep it out, keep that position, and hold on to what they got. All right, we'll be back here in just a moment for another shot at a restart for stage 3 to finish this guy off.
And windy day in paradise.
Face to all drivers. There's a situation developing at Ponderosa Elementary. There are 23 kids who are stranded. Is there anybody in the area that can pick them up? Is there anybody that can go and pick these kids up?
Welcome back, everyone. Got Chris Paul Hamas here with FRB and Front Row Esports and their quest for the 2025 Cup. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in to tonight's YouTube broadcast. I really appreciate all the support. Please feel free to hit that like and subscriber button, as all the support does mean tremendous amounts here to me and all of us here, working so hard to bring you a race every single week, week in and week out. As we have a lot of things planned for next year and not in the booth, but again, so you definitely want to be like you want to be subscribed to Front Row Broadcasting, as we have a lot of things on our new to-do list come forward.
Green flag.
Oh, here we go, green once again. Banks gonna get himself a jump, and we got a drag race and a side-by-side battle with the 4-car and the 926. Now the Garrett Wiles is going to get to the bottom here, try to under-rotate the 1 car and get him clear out. Oh, there goes the 4-car. He goes around. He's going to go ahead and take out the 42 of Kyle Wellman. We were on that one as it unfolded. Oh. Man, we didn't get a chance to even tune off the music. How about that? Dang it. So we just seen Tanner Moore trying to battle hard with the 926, and it just comes around on him right here on exit. Too much wheel, and then with the 42 gets involved with that as well. Dang it. Well, let's look at the lap count here. So we're almost inside the 20, and again, this is where things get to be getting a little more spicy in tonight's race here. So there's going to be a chance for some of these guys to get back on the lead lap, get the cars fixed, and again, only time is going to tell if they have enough to take down old Dylan Banks. I'll be back here in just a moment.
It's time. Rise, Lord Vader.
I feel their whispers.
Anakin, you're breaking my heart.
What I was is gone.
You are my brother, Anakin!
What I am will bring the galaxy to its knees.
You were never truly Sith, Anakin. You were once a Jedi.
I am more than Anakin ever was. Live or die.
Long live the Empire!
Lord Vader is a weapon, but weapons can be turned against their masters.
You have proven yourself, Lord Vader.
The past is the past. The present and future are all that matter.
All right, we're bringing it down to the last 20 laps or so of the, what the hell, of tonight's race, as we've seen some contact by the 42 on pace. So we'll see how, okay. We don't have very many cars left in tonight's race, but we're probably going to have a lot less. Really can't help that, though, but here we go. Come on, Barney, one more time. Hope we get a good, clean run to finish off this race. Okay, Banks is still doing his thing up front here as he is we creating a nice little bottleneck behind him as everybody is ripping on out of two, and we got more cautions and everything unfolding right behind us. Are you kidding me? Honeycutt, Owen Lax. So Owen Lax to 25 and collects the rest of the field. Ow. Okay, so that's a 4-car. Oh, 4-car gets into the 25. 25 goes around into the 22. 22, and he backs it into the 42. The 25 does. These guys all go spinning around. Huge conflict unfolding in front of us here. So all this starts with the 4-car of Tanner Marr. Right there. So contact, that's going to push him high to the outside. He's going to come looping around off that bump. And, yeah, the rest is pretty much history in that matter. And look at Cody Gibson. Look at a ride. Take a ride on him. Watch all this. So, oh, wait, there's more. Oh, he woes up and still, oh, dude, finds the only hole out there. Wow. Are we talking about, I think he got one of the saves of the race, and now he's got the dodgeball move. But we'll see this at speed here. It's going to be good. Whoa! Whoa! Oh my gosh. That was insane, my dog. Woo! Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. As now he moves himself up into that 3rd position with that move. Wow. Okay, so we got some guys who are bringing it into pit road, and let's see how many we have left on track now. I mean, I was just kidding about, now we're really limited on cars to finish because we got Honeycutt. Oh, he's going to bring it back out. 7th position. Hunter's gone, so we got 7 cars left on track. That's just damn disconcerting. Is what it is. Well, lights are out. We're definitely home. And let's see, we have 17 laps left remaining in tonight's race. Let's see if we can just get clear and go here and finish off this one before we run out of cars to finish it off with. I mean, one more big wreck, and we got time for one, unfortunately. And there it goes. But now there's Tanner Marr up in that 2nd position. 3rd is going to go to is a 7-car of Cody Gibson now, who just did the dodgeball maneuver of the race. Here we go, green once again, stage 3. Inside the 20 now. Big jump by the 48. He's going to go ahead and clear, get out in front. But here is the cluster Unos, and the 7-car is going to hold this bottom. The 4-car of Marr going to get this outside line and run with it. There it is. Marr still trying to maneuver this middle line. Does so, getting a good rhythm off. The 42 of Wellman, he's been a little more ping pong tonight, it seems like. He's got himself some contact points against him, and not by his own doing. So out here trying to run and finish this race and get himself here's a good chance to get the top 5, maybe 4th and more, and collect some points at the end of this thing and make a solid run. Oh no! Wow, what a freaking... That was like a Hail Mary slide, and that was not going to work, and that's going to lose him all that positioning and time that he had. So, yeah, that's going to back him up tremendously. So, but he does have time to get this thing going back forward again. 14 laps left in tonight's race. Everyone's single filed out here, but we have a battle maybe to be... oh, wait, we got... Oh, my goodness, the 25 of Owen Lax trying to hold on. Here comes Tyler Honeycutt, was just involved with that last incident, and now he's trying to work his way back up into the top 5. Here comes Cody Gibson in the 926 on the outside, or I'm sorry, flop that into the 926 of Garrett Wiles on the inside, the 7 of Gibson on the outside, and he makes that pass pretty cleanly, and he's going to start a search forward here and get a hold of Tanner Marr, as Tanner Marr's utilizing any kind of grip and speed he can find on track this evening. Tanner Marr trying to hold on to a top podium finish will be a win, I believe, for him, and especially in his points run as we are coming into 10 to go. And we got a freaking caution. Perfect. I do not know what the caution has derived from, except for maybe here. Let's see if I can... Oh, I was right. Okay, so that was the 22 and the 25, mixing it up once again. And let's look for this race pass. 22 gets himself a run on the inside, but the run off is what's going to be dominant on this front stretch. Bump. Yep, that's what we call the chrome horn, and it works almost every single time. So the bump and run goes to the 22 of Tyler Honeycutt. We'll see it one more time. So again, this is your chrome horn. I mean, this is a perfect example of your chrome horn. And see how he's already loose off. So he's already loose off. He stepped out here. He's backed up big time. And 22 of Honeycutt, and he says, it's time to go. We got to go. Trying to keep his momentum up, and he gets into the bumper of him as the 25 was still trying to recover. So really not on the 22 of Honeycutt, more on the 25 as he was kind of loose off there and backed up that race line. And that's where these two were ripping out. And look, you see the 42 is on the bumper of the 22. So the 22 has all kinds of pressure from the 42. So he had to keep going. He had to go. It's time to go. It's lasted. Is it? All right. Now we're going to be inside the 10. We'll see if the 25 can make it back out on track after that. That was a pretty good lick to the outside wall there. But he may be able to get her back up, and he does. All right, so Lax still makes his way back out there on track. And so does Mackey. All right, right on, Mackey. And he's going to get himself that 8th position as Hunter Bogdan, he's still on pit road here, maybe looking to get some fixing done, get that, but he's inside that top 10 right now. But good job for Mackey for soldiering out here, getting his car fixed and getting back out here, and now he's going to get himself an 8th place finish, at least, right? Well, yeah, at least 8th place. So good for him. Awesome job. Never give up. All right, lights are out on the pace car. Hopefully, possibly for the last time this evening. I know I keep saying that, but this time I actually knocked on some wood. So, you forget sometimes. And good luck charms, you really need them, especially in some races like this. So 9 to go. We're going to keep that tower up and keep everything in front of us here as all the action's about ready to unleash. Possibly, hopefully, for the last time. We'll see. 48 now, gonna have to get a good launch off. But the 4-car Tanner Marr trying to hold desperately onto this podium position. He's probably one of the cars that did not want to see this caution.
Green.
As we got the green once again. 8 laps left remaining in tonight's race. 48 off to a good jump. 926 Garrett Wiles. Uh-oh, we got a big push by the 7 car into the 4. 4 car is going to take it high to the outside. That is going to open up the door for the 22. If they can get around, they cannot. So now the 7 and the 22 are going to go door to door right here. That's going to back them up. That's going to allow that 4 car to get a little bit more ahead here and hold on to that podium position. 22 is trying desperately right now to get this bottom line and this exit to work. We see Dorby banging right behind us here with the 25 and the 42. 42, he's sailing into this 1 and 2 right here and coming into really no place to go. And then he has to back up, loses his momentum, then he's going to get clobbered up on those guys behind him as everyone's just trying to rotate out and in single file out here now and start doing the hopscotch. But we have Banks leading the way. We have, here we go, the 42 underneath the 2.5. 2.5 Owen on the outside, getting some really good momentum on this front stretch, coming out of 4 on the high side. Then we got contact there. 42 pushes up, little dump truck action, scrapes the door of the 25, makes his way on by, and continues to sail on forward. Let's see if there may be a little retaliation from the 25 of Owen Lax, as Owen Lax is going to cross him back over and see if he can dish out some of the same medicine, as he's going to try to hold this bottom line. Go up and clear, cannot clear, keeps it to the bottom, but this is a great throw him back and forth, duke him out, slugfest between the 42 and the 25, bringing into play, oh, there he goes, the 25, and around he goes, but he holds on to it. He's going to keep it pointed the right direction. He's going to keep this green. We're going to look into our race leader now. Garrett Wiles starting to pick up pace and close in on our race leader with 5 laps left remaining in tonight's race. Garrett Wiles and the 48 are trying to outpace the field. They're doing a pretty good job of all that. I'd like to throw a quick shout out to Moza Racing, Trek Racer, W Energy Drink, Raptor Race Graphics. We have Outlier Speed Company, and of course Starlink. All this brought to you by the Stars. Garrett now just trying to get his rhyme and rhythm off and catch on the 48 and put some pressure on this guy. Both these guys got some pretty fast hot rods out here, and the 926 he's searching all over the track right now trying to find something, but just can't quite get there. Cody Gibson's in that 3rd position now. Tyler Honeycutt is in the 4th position. Kyle Wellman and now Tanner Marr is out. Uh-oh, I don't know what happened with Tanner Marr, but we'll look that over. Tanner Marr was in that 3rd position, thought he was going to get himself a solid podium finish. We have 2 laps left remaining in tonight's race as Garrett Wiles closes in. But will it be little too late to get that win from Dylan Banks? Oh, cake eater in that 48. Gibson, though, is going to, if he can hold off the 22 of Tyler Honeycutt, he will be in the podium position and being able to get them glory moments here. Fighting for the glory. Here we go. Final lap in tonight's race. 48 Dylan Banks leading the way. The 926 of Garrett Wiles right there with him, but I don't think he's going to have what it takes to get her down. But 48 of Dylan Banks, oh, cake eater, takes it to the bank once again. Nice run by the 48. Good run by the Front Row Esports and their crew on getting the first race, round of 12, done and in the books. All right, 48, your race winner. Garrett Wiles in a 926 gets that 2nd position, and rounding out your 3rd position going to be Cody Gibson in that 7 car, Mr. Colorado Springs, Colorado. Cody Gibson gets the podium. And we got Banks burning it down. is. That's a good view. Yeah. That one's even better. Your race winner, 48, Dylan Banks. Oh, that looked pretty cool, actually. Like simultaneous spins right there. That was rad. All right, let's bring over the final race results. Mr. Dylan Banks and that 48er, oh, Cake Eater, gets that P1 once again. Garrett Wiles in a 9.26 brings it home in second position. Cody Gibson in the third position podium for that 7 car of Cody Gibson. 22 just outside that podium, but a fine run for Tyler Honeycutt. Fourth position finish. Fifth, run out your top 5. Mr. Wildman Kyle Wellman in the 42, fifth position. Owen Lax, man, he was just out there fighting all kinds, but finishes up with the top 10, 6th place finish. Good job, good run for Owen Lax. 4-car Tenamar had that podium run, must have slipped up at the end, but still finishes with that top 10. And for that 4-car in the 7th position. 8th position going to go to Chris Mackey in the 9-car. Awesome job bringing that car back out there on track and finishing up the race. So hats off to you. Thank you so much, Mackey, for all your efforts on track. Hunter Bogdan in the 86. He was fighting all his program, all kinds, but he managed to bring himself home a top 10, maybe enough to help boost him up in them points, keep him in the run for the playoffs. Same thing with Chris Carroll. He gets that top 10, so he should be fine and points-wise. And but, yeah, good run for him. And put on one heck of a show. Same with Keith Pittman. Looked like he was out a little early this evening on race, but, man, he was still showing his stuff like he was last week. So great run for old True Death here in that Keith Pittman in 03. 12th spot going to go to the 43 of Larry Bell. Larry Bell was trying to be quiet and conservative to get himself around this track and trying to get a good finish, but gets himself that 12th spot. Raymond Hardina finishes up in the 87th, 13th position, struggling, fighting his ride. And same thing with the 32 of Tom, kind of found himself in those unfortunate predicaments. Truman Miller, 15th position in the 8-car. 79 of Matt Metler, 16th position. Steve Johnson, he did a quick little surprise attack, moments, appearance, but guest appearance, I would say. But thank you, Johnson, for showing up as well. But all hail the Chief and the GOAT of Front Row Esports, 48 of Dylan Banks. Fantastic run. Okay, I'm going to jump us over to our post-race show. Stick with us. All right. Let's get some noise up in this place, huh? Sweet. All right, let me climb out of my booth and my cockpit. Woo! What a race tonight, huh? Let's see. I do see us. We got ourselves Dylan Banks, Cake Eater, tonight's race winner, up here in the booth. Banks, you got a copy? You got Chris behind Miss Otron up in the booth.
I do, buddy.
All right, let me check on your. 1 second here, bud, as I'm just trying to make sure that you got. Yeah, okay, we got 10. Man, what about a race tonight? So you came in a little late to the start of tonight's race and qualified up to that second. Did some strategies. How was it tonight out there on the race? And of course, congratulations once again to getting another freaking win for the 48 camp, bud.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, it was definitely an eventful night for sure. Showed up a little late. I haven't really ran much New Hampshire this week, but I do enjoy this track. Yeah, it was definitely an eventful night. A lot of chaos, a lot of fun. Had a long green flag run there for sure. That one run, Nick Carroll got by me and got the lead and led all those laps. I was on a little bit older tires, so I was just trying to manage them and keep close to them, and I think we did a pretty good job at that. As soon as I saw him dip down, I also dipped down. And I tried to get as much as I could on pit road entry to close that gap and come out the pits and was right there with him. And I knew that car was better on the long run for sure. And yeah, just trying to be smart and yeah, and we got together there, racing really hard. I tried to give him as much room as I could. Tried to go down the apron. I think he was just doing everything he could to try to hold me off. But yeah, just racing hard. Had a lot of fun tonight for sure. It was a blast.
Yeah, they on that last one where Carroll, basically I should say his left. He that was a 7 car. He was trying to get into that fight as well. So everything kind of got pinched down there on the bottom. You guys kind of got a little together, and then looked like the 7 car kind of drifted into him. And, but again, racing, tight racing into the race, pressure's on. Want to be there, gotta be there, right? I mean, and it was a little chaotic in the end of tonight's race. Lots of so cautions. That loose off from 4 and 2 seemed to be biting guys again tonight.
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely a little loose off at times. But that's New Hampshire. That's flat tracks for sure.
Yeah.
Flat tracks are an absolute blast, dude. They are so much, especially New Hampshire. I mean, you got so many grooves you can run. You can run the apron. You can run a line up. Hell, you can even run close to the wall. There's every line at New Hampshire works, and that's awesome to have because it makes the racing better for sure.
Yeah.
And I think it did just that tonight. Had a lot of cautions for sure, but I just think that these flat tracks and shorter tracks, they tend to have a lot of cautions. So we'll clean that up as a league, get better as the season comes to a close. But yeah, hats off to everybody. I think everybody did a pretty good job tonight.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it was challenging out there for sure. But what was the most challenging thing that you were fighting tonight in your car? And then of course, where was your car the best? Where did you feel like you had something?
Really, I didn't have any issues with the car at all. The setup was an absolute ripper. The setup for the long run, and it had really good long run speed for sure. I mean, just goes to show you. I mean, Carroll went in there and took tires, got by me, and I had probably 10-15 lap older tires than him, and I was able to keep with him the whole run. So definitely hats off to all the Ryko boys. They did a phenomenal job as always with the set. It is absolutely ripping on the long run for sure. But it was really good on entry, really good mid corner, and it was really good off as well. I don't think it had any flaws. Other than the driver at some points in the race, can't say that I was flawless. Definitely made some mistakes, but just got to learn from them and get better.
Right, and again, I mean that's what it was, is making those limited amount of mistakes and still keeping you in the fight, in the hunt, and positioning. But again, you did great. You did great out there tonight. Again, you fought back. You worked your strategies, and I mean what a great move too on pit road. That green flag stop you guys did, because again I was watching that as well, and you gained a lot there. Just it kind of seemed like a little last moment, like you were following him, and you're gonna kind of go off his cue. You did. You closed up real good there, and again that right there is craftsmanship when it comes to racing in general. And again, just picking up those tenths when you can and keeping the pressure on as much as you can. But what
Absolutely.
a great run for you tonight, bud. What an awesome run.
I appreciate it, man. I was thinking about missing this one, but you kind of convinced me to run it. I'm trying to. You're right, because I'm trying to close out the season and win the rest of the races the rest of the season. So.
Yeah. And this is a challenging track too, bud. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're good, man. I would just say I'm trying to close it out, and what matters the most to me is getting another championship for sure. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. That's what all these drivers want, is that championship. So these races definitely do matter. In the playoffs, you got to get every point you can get. Every spot matters. I mean, it just goes to show, like in real life. I mean, you can miss out by 1 point, and there goes your chances at fighting for a championship. So, yeah, these races definitely do matter, but the biggest one is yet to come.
Yeah, that is the Phoenix, and that is the last dog, because no matter how many points you have, the winner of the 4 kick it off.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
So yeah, and again, that's gonna be a big show too for us, man. That's gonna be an awesome one. But again, don't want to take up too much more of your time. So of course, get all your official shout outs, and then we'll get you out of here as well.
I appreciate you, man. Well, big shout out to you up in the booth as always. We appreciate all you do with the trophies and the broadcasts and all the time, effort, and sweat, blood, tears that go into this. So we really appreciate it. Very grateful to have you, man. I mean, I say it every week. You could be down there racing with us. I know you want to, and looking forward to racing with you next year.
Yeah.
Wink, wink. But you take the time out of your day to broadcast this for us, and we really appreciate it. We love you very much, and very grateful for all you do, buddy.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Big shout out to Tom for putting on the league. All the guys tonight, my teammates at Bowtie Bandits, Garrett, Tom, Chris Carroll, Lagunas, Raymond, Ronnie Morrison, and also new face coming back, Mr. Owen Lax, for sure. I'm glad to have him back, and hopefully he can finish the season with us. That'd be great. He's a good guy and one of my best buddies for sure. Big shout out to Ryko Performance, as always, for giving me what I need every week to go out here and get these wins for sure. Couldn't do it without them. I'm just a driver behind the wheel, racing these elite setups. So, yeah, big shout out to all the guys at Ryko Performance, Ken, Derek, Roger, Sean, Joseph, all the guys at Ryko that put in the work each week and all the time that they put in to make these sets ripping, because it damn sure was. It was ripping the night. That's for damn sure. I don't think there's a week where we don't rip. Big shout out to all the viewers out there.
Yeah. Thank you, viewers.
Oh man.
Gotta thank the viewers, man. I mean, they have been giving us so much for support, but I'm so stoked. I really am. Our subscribers our subscriptions keep going up. Everyone keeps subscribing. We keep seeing all those likes. So, man, thank you for throwing it out there for the fans, because they really have been some soldiers sticking along with us through all this.
So I'm sorry. I'm laughing at Carol's comment in the YouTube. I thought it was pretty funny. Still love him. I think it was just hard racing.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, sorry, off track. You got to thank all the people, all the viewers watching, my family watching, my aunt Julie, my grandma, my uncle Chris, and his wife Tara, Ken, as always, for watching, all my buddies, Riley, Charlie, Preston, Ashlyn, Lauren, all of them over there at Bennett family. Love you guys. Shout out to Graham Cracker, racing for sure. Grady Graham, all those guys over there. And last but not least, got to give a big shout out to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for sure. Wouldn't be possible without him.
Amen. Amen on that one, bro. Amen. Now, man, what an awesome run again tonight. Put on a heck of a show. Great way digging through and man, finishing up there in that P1. Dude. One more time. Kick Eater gets it done again.
Thank you, buddy.
You got it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the GOAT of Front Row Esports, Mr. Dylan Banks in the 48. Now let's see if we get a hold of Garrett Wiles in the 926, getting it done in that second position, I believe. Right? Yeah.
A firm.
Yeah, so I don't know why that's a little off. There he is. Garrett, there you are, my man. Hey, welcome on in. You got Chris Paul Hamas here, and we do have you up in the booth. Welcome to Podium Row, if you will.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Again, one more time, bud.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I had nothing for Dylan. I mean, I had fresher tires. I got up behind him, and just the dirty air a little bit. I couldn't get a run to get to his inside or get to his outside unless I drove it in too deep, and I just wanted to have a good finish. I mean, I got the pole today, so felt good about that. And I mean, it is what it is. I had a good race. struggled race. There was a couple times, or there was once when Carol was behind me and got close to me, and that was my biggest issue. Is if somebody got near my rear bumper at all, it would be really, really loose. So I went around and started sliding, and ended up working my way all the way back up and to do the green flag pit stops. So if the green flag or if the yellow would have came out probably 2 laps later, I would have been able to get around Tyler to get my lap back, and then I would have been on the lead lap. May have had a little bit better of a shot, but it is what it is. It was a good race. There was a couple times where I was side by side with Wellman in the corners, and it was stupid fun. I mean, we were banging doors, but it was good, clean, hard racing. It was really fun racing with Wellman side by side. Stupid fun. There was one time where he even dove it in super deep on the inside, and I seen him coming, so I just drifted up the track, and I knew he was going to come up to me, and he just right into my door, and back on the throttle we went side by side down the straightaway. It was really fun. I had a lot of fun with it. I just didn't have anything for Dylan. It is what it is. I mean, tonight I ran the Ryko setup, and it was really fun. It was hooked up really good. I don't know. I just got to figure out where I'm losing it so I can get better.
Yeah, well, it seems like you are. You're sorting it out, and sorting it out rather quickly. So, I mean, again, and it's perfect timing, too, because you're going to be right there in this thing, and you possibly be in that Final Four, which would be fantastic. Man, yeah, you had a strong car out there tonight. You're right. You did the roller coaster, elevator ride, back and forth, but you never gave up the fight, and that's where it's all about. You never give up. You show up day in and day out, and you got yourself another podium finish. So, great run, about 9.26 tonight, man.
I appreciate it. I've been putting in a lot of work. I've ran probably 5 different A Opens this week already.
Oh, good.
So I've been putting in the work. And then next week we got Kansas, which I love Kansas. And then Dylan's going to have his hand full October 3rd because we're going to the Roval.
Yeah, baby.
So
yeah, I love the Roval.
he's going to have his hand full. And then as long as I can get to the Final Four, he's going to have his hand full at Phoenix too, because I love Phoenix. Earlier this year in Phoenix, I beat him in Phoenix. So the championship's not given up to yet. So, and if he thinks it is, he's gonna have a rude awakening because I will be if I'm in that Final Four going for a championship. I already told him also. I mean, we're teammates and all, but if it goes for the championship, I have no problem pushing him up. Just like I don't expect him not to put the bumper to me to move me up. For that matter, even anybody in the league. If we're going for a championship, if I would expect anybody to give me the bumper to move me out of the way so they can get around me for a championship. And if I'm okay, if I expect it and I'm okay with it, they better be okay with it too. So that's just part of it, and that's why Phoenix, I think, is going to be a heck of a show. I think we're going to have a lot of fun, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see it because again, I know the talent level of some of you guys and where you perform at especially, and these 2 tracks are right at your wheelhouse. So I think you'll make it to that top 4, hopefully, right? Knock on some wood. And I think that you could be what stands in between Banks and his second championship for Front Row Esports.
That's my goal. Like I said, I told him. When we ran Phoenix earlier this year, I told him this is one of my better tracks in oval wise, and I'm going to run it just like I would the final race, and that way you can kind of get an idea of it now. And after the race, he did tell me, he goes, that's one thing he's worried about because he knows I'm good at Phoenix. On that Phoenix race, though, I mean, like I said, I in my opinion, I think I should have won that one because of a penalty that should have happened, but Baxter ended up getting the win out of that, but I ended up beating Dylan for second out of it. So all in all, I'm really happy with the season so far. I feel like I've improved dramatically in the last 2 years. So I'm happy with it. And then next year I get to race with you, which makes me even happier, which I don't know if it's been announced or if you've announced it, but I know it's been announced in our Front Row Discord. But Matt Metler is going to take over for broadcasting next year for us, so that way you can get back in the rig and do some racing with us, which I am very, very happy and excited for it.
Yeah, actually, and we really haven't gone over. I kind of mentioned that I'm retiring last week, and I, haven't really gone forward with any more information in that matter. But as I feel we'll leak it out eventually as more and more come into play here at the end of the season. But yes, he is 100% correct that I am in the retirement phase of my broadcasting career here for Iracing, and I'm gonna get my butt in the race car. Yes, I stole some keys to a race car, and it's on. This thing gonna eat, and it's gonna be fun. So make sure you follow Front Row to watch your broadcaster try his realm and run in the Front Row Esports and see if it's do I just talk the game, or can I get in there and wheel that thing too? So
I think you can. You're going to be good in there. I've ran with you a couple different times in like recruitment races and so forth, and you know how to wheel this big old pig that we got. So I'm very excited. And I mean, I gotta give up to you. I mean, for what 3-4 years now, you've been broadcasting for Front Row and done a phenomenal job. And I love watching the YouTube back. I love the excitement that you put out, and I'm excited to see you on the track with us too. So I'm glad somebody gets to do it, but at the same time, I'm gonna miss you being up here in the booth because I love the energy.
Yeah, I hear you, brother. I do. I know it's a double-edged sword, but still, we're still gonna have a good broadcaster. It is gonna be Redline. We did lock down Redline from when so we did get the final back on that. They're gonna be getting our truck and our Cup Series done next year, so that is fantastic. Redline is such a good broadcasting organization, so very happy about that. And again, I will give more of this information as we get closer to the end of the season, so everybody is on board and knows exactly where we're going to be, how we're going to be, and when we're kicking this thing off. So it should be a lot of fun. But Garrett, thank you so much for that, man. I really do appreciate your thought, your kind candor in that matter. And but yeah, it's been a long time. I think it was 5 years, but I did take that 1 year off for TSP. But anyways, regardless, and then we had some years in the console thing when we first got started. So coming up 9 years. Can you believe that? 9 years will be.
That's crazy.
9 years, man. Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep, and we're still going strong. Still going strong, buddy. And it's
absolutely
to see us all coming back together next year. So.
And we already got the schedule lined up for next year. We already have a schedule done and set in stone, and just making a couple little changes to the rules. So next year it'll be fun. I mean, it's still gonna be the full length as the NASCAR schedule, but we are going to have a couple more breaks in between some races, so that way everybody can kind of have a life and be able to have a Friday, Saturday, Sunday if they want to go out of town without having to try to really worry about missing a race. So next season's schedule looks really good. Tom and I did a lot of work on the schedule and to make and get some feedback on it, and we're happy with it. So moving forward next year, I'm looking forward to it. But right now, I'm gonna be pushing hard to make sure I get into that Final Four so I can have a chance for this championship.
You'll be there, dog. You'll be there. Keep it up. You're running phenomenal right now. So as long as you keep on top of that wheel like you're doing, you got it. You'll be there.
I appreciate it, Chris.
What a great run, dude. Congratulations to you once again. And again, hopefully we'll see you next week, Kansas, and then I'm looking for you to be right back up here, hopefully podium for that Chicago or that Charlotte race, that Roval race, my man. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my hope. These next 2 weeks, I'm hoping to be right back up here talking with you because again, Kansas, I really love Kansas.
Yeah.
But the Roval, I mean, it's a road course. I mean, I don't want to sound cocky, but at the same time, in myself, I feel very confident that on any of the road courses that we run, I feel like I should be in at least the top 3 to be able to be up here talking with you.
Yeah, you're definitely an awesome road course guy. So again, that's right in your wheelhouse too. Right in your wheelhouse.
Yep, I love it. So, but anyways, I want to say thank you to my family for sure. You being up in the booth, Tom with the league. Even Tanner, he puts a lot of input in, so I want to appreciate and say thank you to Tanner, as well as Ryko. I mean, Ryko, the setups were just great all night. And then, of course, everybody in Front Row, even my teammates. And tonight, I mean, everybody that I raced with tonight, it was good, close, door banging. But in a way, it was still respectful and hard racing. So thank you to everybody in the league that I ran with tonight.
Well spoken there, bud. And congratulations to that P2 one more time.
I appreciate it, Chris. You have a good night.
You too, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Garrett Wiles in a 926, your second place finisher. And I believe we had Cody Gibson in the 7 car, which I do not see him. Let me double check this one more time to see if he's over here in this Discord, so I can drag him over and get a few words, if you will. And where are you? All right, stand by. 1. And that's a negative. It doesn't look like we do not have a Cody Gibson available for that 3rd place podium finish. Unfortunate. Really wanted to talk with that cat and see what his race program was all about, how it was out there, because that guy, whew, he was up there in front, in the rear. I mean, he was all over the place. He was freaking crazy. That was awesome. A great run for that 7 car of Cody Gibson. So you bring him up on your screen right there. He is, yeah. So you'll see his that 7 car, that flaming hot Cheetos machine. As he did lead some laps tonight. He looked pretty good doing so. But all in all, tonight's race winner, again, the GOAT of Front Row Esports, at least for the last couple of years, Mr. Dylan Banks in the 48. So. But again, thank you everyone for showing up and tuning in for tonight's race. Of course, like and subscribe. Really do hope we earn that subscribe tonight. Excuse me. But man, super excited for what we have for the rest of the season. I think it's going to be, a lot of fun, and again, just some killer combat that's going to be unfolding in front of us. But like I said, we will be ending here soon, at least for me in the booth. But yes, do be looking for us running here next year, as I got some special stuff still programmed for you. Okay, don't worry about it. I'm still going to be here, kind of half sorta, but it's in a different realm. But anyways, thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. Got to thank Moza Racing, Truck Racer, W Energy Drink. We have Raptor Race Graphics on board. We have the Outlier Speed Company, and of course Starlink, brought to you from the stars. Oh, Starlink, light, speed, fast. All right, we got you going on here. We got you. I think Starlink's going to have this Xfinity thing beat in a quick minute. Just going to throw it out there. But anyways, thank you everyone again. Till next week, man, we out of here. So keep everything pointed the right direction. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.